This is a HeadGum podcast.
Greetings, Nadpoles. It is I, the Breakfast Wizard, here to talk to you about Magic Spoon, the sacred artifact I use to cast my cereal-mancy spells. After years of... Oh, what's that? It turns out this is an ad for Magic Spoon the cereal, not my spellcasting focus. As such, I'm going to let Caldwell take over. Ta-ta! Hey gang, Caldwell here. Sorry about that. Real quick, here is what you need to know. Birthday cake flavor is back. That's right, this limited edition cereal was so popular that Magic Spoon brought it back, and now you can get it for yourself. For a limited time, Magic Spoon is offering a free box of birthday cake cereal with every purchase, including subscriptions. This cereal is normally $10, so this gift with purchase is a great deal. To take advantage of this offer, head to magicspoon.com/PawPawBDay to grab a custom bundle of cereal and get a free box of birthday cake and try the magic for yourself. Remember, this exclusive offer is only available to NADPOD listeners. So go to magicspoon.com/PawPawBDay to add a free box of birthday cake to any order. Magic Spoon is so confident in their product, it is backed with a 100% happiness guarantee. So if you don't like it for any reason, they will refund your money, no questions asked. Okay, the Breakfast Wizard is still loose in my house somewhere, so I have to go. Thanks for listening, and see you next time.
Welcome to the campaign after the campaign. This is not another D&D podcast. Welcome back to Bohemia, everyone.
Bohemia.
I'm your Dungeon Master, Brian Murphy, joined by Jake Hurwitz.
Hard elf, short ear.
Oh, a new one.
I love it.
New body, new intro.
C+, baby.
You know what? I'm giving you a B- on that one.
Whoa! That'll bring the old average up.
Incredible.
Moving up in the world, we have Emily Axford.
Moonshine Sabin Ertia.
Ooh.
That's right. I'm going to hyphen. I'm going to embrace my dirty daddy.
A truly dirty surname.
And then, of course, Caldwell Tanner.
Beverly Togold V, in a bit of a rough patch in my relationship, but that's okay because I found a book that lets me kill my dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fun day.
Everything's coming up, Beverly.
I was about to say the same thing. And guys, this week we have a very special guest. Please welcome to the podcast, Zach Oyama.
Thank you.
Bohemia. There you go.
Oh, beautiful.
You can't say your character name because we don't know who you are yet.
Yeah, we'll never.
We'll never meet you.
But
And thank you for coming, Zach.
Oh, thank you. I'm just here to watch.
I play a dwarf from the frigid north.
You will never interact with their characters.
I kept telling him that's not where they were going, and he wouldn't listen.
I keep walking north.
They're south. They're so south.
stop walking.
Onward
Glory
towards the north.
lies in the north.
I keep telling you can't play Ned Stark, and we're not in the frigid north. All right, guys, let's do a little recap. So last week we had a thick sewed baby after a post-fight celebration with Lydia that saw Hard One become a total mama's boy. You jumped through the planar gate and returned to the material plane, landing in Hillhome. Once there, Moonshine cast reincarnation on Hard One, turning him into a half-elf and curing his vampirism. Together, you headed into Hillhome, where you caught Red's airship just as he was about to fly off to Iron Deep with Egwene and Erlin. Bev confessed to Erlin that he had kissed another boy in the Feywild. Erlin was obviously upset, and Beverlin's future seemed up in the air as Erlin flew off.
It's on the rocks.
It's literally up in the air.
Whoa.
You all headed to the mayor's house, where you overheard Moonshine's parents arguing. Moonshine kicked in the door and shouted, "Hey, Mom and Dad." Then confronted Mima about her parentage, while Erdan pulled her father aside. His name, of course, is Headmaster Lucanus Ertia. Ertia. Mima told you a little bit more about Moonshine's father, that he had convinced the High Elves to join the last war, and it had resulted in many of their young High Elves dying. Because of that, his reputation has taken a hit, and he's hesitant to use his influence again. Mima also filled you in on the impending war. Theala has taken over the eastern half of the continent. Iron Deep has suffered heavy losses from the Shadowfell attack, and Gladeholm is currently doing nothing. Moonshine left to confront her dad, but ended up having a nice little night with him. His high elf snobbery was outweighed by his shock and joy at finding out that he had a child. Lucanus told you that he'd like to help, but that Gladeholm has its own problems. In just 3 days' time, it's holding a tournament amongst mages from all across Bohemia. The tourney is held once every 100 years to compete for a magical artifact called the Noa Thial.
No, thank you. The thinking cap. Just call it the thinking cap.
To compete for the thinking cap without open war amongst the wizard guilds, Lucanus fears that the grave robbers will be participating. Meanwhile, Bev had a heart-to-heart with his mom, who told him that Bev's dad had visited her in a dream and said to tell Bev that everything would be all right in the end, as long as he does what needs to be done. Following his instructions, Bev went out to a pond to find something that was left to him by his father. After digging near an old oak tree, he found a chest containing a book, a bestiary of devils and archdevils by the paladin Beverly Togold I. Inside it, Bev learned that his father had bequeathed to him a blueprint to defeat him and Akarat's devils. And that's where we are now.
So I've been reading all night.
So you're just sitting by the pond, reading through this book. You see that your great-great-grandfather has apparently fought a great number of foes from the Nine Hells, as well as many anti-paladins. There's various information about their styles of fighting, their immunities, etc. After a bit, you probably head back to your grandma's house because it's getting late. Moonshine, you were with your dad. Do you want to meet up with these guys to go to bed for the night? What are you doing for the night?
I think I'll send a little messenger, a little animal messenger
Meow.
to my folk.
Meow.
Yeah, Paw.
Meow.
Put on your postal service outfit. I got a couple messages.
He does that with joy.
And I think I want to send a message to Hardwan and Beverly and let them know that I'm in the tent, the mansion that looks like a tent.
Sweet. Hard one. You and Balnor are just crushing Martha Togold's sticky buns inside the house. These are, I just can't get enough of these bad boys.
You got to go two at a time.
You got to go two at a time.
Two at a time, Balnor.
I'm going to get some more cold cuts. You want another sandwich?
Oh,
bud?
yeah. I could use a couple slices, baby.
Bev shows up soaking wet. Just like it has just started raining outside. He enters. He's got a chest under his arm, and he looks crushed.
Hey, it's the newly single bachelor boy.
Hey, what's up, bud?
Hey, just doing some light reading. Is any more of that ham over there?
No more ham. I closed the drawer with the ham in it.
There's some turkey left, I think.
No
Yeah.
turkey either, actually.
Oh, wow.
Is there any like rice crackers or anything?
There is a rice
There's rice
cracker.
crackers. We didn't eat those.
Bev goes over to like his dad's old easy chair and just nibbles on a rice cracker.
I take some pity and I bring the boy a little ham. You look like you could use some meat.
That's the nicest thing someone said to me all day.
Nana kindly slaps your hand. Are you lying to him about the ham?
Oh, God, I brought the ham over.
You're bringing the ham over. Tell him lies about the ham. You're a fresh child.
Thanks, Nana.
Oh, now I wish I came so I could play with Nana kindly.
And suddenly, you hear scratching outside the door.
Oh, that's got to be probably a post badger or something. I go to the door.
Okay.
You open the door, and Papa is there wearing a mailman's outfit. Meow.
I guess they're short-staffed tonight.
The Pawpaw Post.
Meow. He hands you a letter written to you by Moonshine that says, at Tint, near
Parentheses.
more.
All right, let's read this together.
Okay, everyone.
Same time. Why don't you read it out loud and I'll read in my head. I'll read along with you.
This is, this is a good chance to learn a little more about prepositions and how to use them and how not to use them. Equally valuable skills.
I'll just talk directly to the possum. Pawpaw, what's what?
He starts doing charades and just points off towards the mayor's house.
Moonshine's
Meow.
near the mayor's house.
Meow.
She's in trouble.
She's
not in trouble. She's good.
Nods.
Okay.
Meow.
You got all that? All right, do I tip him?
he looks
I hand him the ham that I was hiding from Beverly.
he gobbles up the ham so fast that he bites your finger a little bit.
I have eaten a lot of animals myself. I deserve that.
He scrambles off back towards Moonshine.
Okay.
And Moonshine, Lucanus shows you to a little guest room in his little magnificent mansion.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I think.
I wasn't expecting any guests. Is this
am
good?
I overstaying my welcome?
Oh,
Did I misread some signs?
I'm elated to have you.
Okay, great. Yeah.
I always dreamed of perhaps one day getting to have a child. Could sort of come home and then I have to really quick clean up a room or something.
Laundry if you're alluding to that.
Yeah, I would like to do your laundry. Erdan will do our laundry.
I'll love it. Yeah, let's put Erdan to work. In fact, I think I can make some dirty clothes to add to that.
Is Erdan just a teaching assistant?
Erdan's just his low status friend.
Yeah, well, I only need to trance, so if you want to kind of like hang out, like, turn the lights out, but to have some of those like late night conversations or whatever, get deep or whatever.
I think that would be wonderful.
Okay, cool.
Sweet. So you guys start trancing. Mm-hmm. Everybody in Grandma Togold's house.
Do I trance now that I'm a half elf?
No, you go to bed.
Cool.
You sleep.
Same old, same old.
You try to trance?
It honestly probably
I fall asleep.
It's like time. It is time for me to trance, as my people do. Just
I
instantly
trance for 8 hours.
I trance for 8 hours on the couch.
I can't wait to tell Moonshine how fucking epic my trance was. I think I tranced 3 times as long as she's ever tranced.
You sweat through the bed.
Drooling and covered in ham on the couch.
I'm a sweaty trancer.
So you guys all go to bed. Night here is in stark contrast to Shadowfell. It's so peaceful. You can hear the crickets chirping outside your window. You're up with the sunrise the next morning, and you see, you poke your head out the window. You go out the front door. You see that the halflings are already back to work. You see animals are back out in the fields grazing. A bunch of stout, hardy halfling volunteers are helping patch up the homes of people whose property was damaged by the monster attack. In Moonshine, you've finished trancing. It's the morning.
Okay. I have a question. Is today the day of the tourney?
You see Lucanus shakes his head. No, it's not for another 2 days.
Oh, okay. Cool. Well, I'm going to go enlist my team.
Very good. Yes, I will gather the high elves and get our mounts, and we'll be ready to go in just a little while.
Oh, you got a mount? Tell me about that mount.
Well,
no.
It is a magic mana worm.
Never mind.
And he holds up his hand. You see this translucent blue drake starts floating in the air, and he hops up onto it.
Does it look
It
cool?
looks like he just keeps wriggling in place. It is a grand creature.
Yeah, he's pretty good. All right, cool. Well, I don't know. I guess I'll see you later.
Feel like I lost you with the...
No, you didn't.
With
You
the mana
didn't.
worm?
You
No?
didn't. There's just you're so different than me, and I really appreciate it. But sometimes it throws me for a loop.
Right. Yes, of course. All right. Well, I'll talk to my people. You talk to yours.
Yeah, I guess how we gonna when we gonna see each other again?
I mean, we're going to Gladeholm together, right?
Okay, so I guess I'll see you in Gladeholm.
I assume we would travel together.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
Do you not? Oh, do you want me to just kind of go ahead?
No, I just, I think we're both walking on eggshells because we are defining a new relationship. So
Right.
I was just trying to give you your space. I didn't know what your intentions were. But I'm just going to go get my people, and then we'll come meet you.
Right on. Right on.
Right on.
All right. I hear some of the kids at school say right on.
Honestly, sure, I'm into it. Right on.
All right.
All right, go back. I run.
My mana worm says goodbye.
I'm out the door.
Moonshine's gone.
I'm sweaty. I'm knocking on the door at Beverly's grandma's house, super sweaty.
You guys open up the door and you see Moonshine there outside on the porch.
Moonshine.
Hey, okay, I know everyone's got a lot going on, but do y'all want to enter a tournament with me? A wizard tournament?
Did you say tournament?
Did you say wizards?
Yeah, I said both those words. Yeah.
That seems like a real good palate cleanser.
Okay, it is actually, that sounds very frivolous. It is actually for the sake of a magical sacred object that we need to keep out of the wrong hands. So, like, we also, it's fun, but, like, also we gotta win or the fate of humanity.
I
Yeah.
dropped to the ground and started doing push-ups as soon as she said tournament. So I missed all that, but I'm in.
Okay, great. I passed out some jerseys.
Ooh, wow, you made these?
It's a team thing. It's a team thing.
I need scissors quickly, Beverly. This absolutely needs to be a crop top.
Second drawer in the kitchen
Yeah,
next
you
to
see,
the ham.
I'll help you. Martha Togold comes over, grabs some scissors, starts cutting the sleeves off your jersey.
I'll give it a little bit of an edge. Yeah.
Right.
There we go.
Oh, okay. You want it to
Yeah.
kind of like hang
Fray, a
open
little
so you
bit
can
of
see
fray.
your
Yeah.
abs a
Oh,
little
yeah.
bit on the side.
And we're going to take it in just above the belly button.
Right.
There it is.
Oh, Martha Togold. Hello.
Moonshine. Hey.
I tried my best to bring him back to you.
Oh, she bursts into tears. Oh God.
I burst into tears too.
Oh, she hugs you. Oh, I've known about it for close to a week now, but it
Sorry,
hasn't
I tried
gotten
to
any
bring him
easier.
back. He was obstinate.
Why are you crying? Are you crying about what I think you're crying about?
No.
Yes, Bev.
Don't lie anymore. We don't
Okay,
lie
you're
anymore.
right. Secrets are termites and we need an exterminator.
I liked the fourth too. Comes over, Balnor starts crying.
Oh.
We all just start shoving our mouths with ham, using the ham to wipe off our tears.
That's extra salty.
So, Moonshine, did you really give your dad a real talking to? Did you, like, kick his ass and then sleep in his house? I bet you did. You really gave him what for, huh?
Yeah. In fact, he didn't want me to do this tournament. And I said, well, too bad, 'cause I'm going to do it. Anyways, we're traveling there with him, and he rides on a really, really weird-looking thing.
Okay. All right.
Outside, you hear Excelsior, and Bev, you look outside, and he's just riding this weird blue ghost worm.
You can be dirty. I can see that.
Trust me, he's dirty, okay? He's dirty.
I believe it.
Anyways, yeah.
All right.
Yeah, so, I mean, I don't know what y'all need to pack up for your affairs, but it was a little presumptuous for him to just be straight outside, but we're kind of ready to go, so whatever y'all need to do.
Okay.
I don't know if I'm springing this on you.
Well, you know, if it's the fate of the world, then I guess that's kind of where we're at now, huh?
I think
All right.
so.
Yeah, I'll be down in 5. I run upstairs, pack my bag, call my mom, and come back.
Wait, don't you need me to scry on your mom?
Moonshine's, you use Rosaline.
Can I borrow the scrying daggers?
You use Rosaline, and you use scry on one of Rosaline's sister swords, the dagger that you gave to the widow. And you see she accepts the scry. She doesn't try to do a wisdom saving throw or anything. You see she gives like a thumbs up, kind of just around vaguely, not knowing where you are. And she looks to be talking to some of the monsters that are in that forge, like listening to their complaints and stuff. It's just really hot in here. Okay, I think we could. I mean, it's a forge, so it's gonna have to be. But it's like hell in here, kind of, if that makes sense.
He's doing a fucking town hall.
Admirable.
Panda Greens, you gotta learn from this woman.
Why would she talk to them when she could just kill them? I don't get it.
Because, Panda Greens, the most sustainable change comes from cooperation, not domination.
Go ahead and give me a persuasion check.
Oh, I've never wanted a nat 20
Can I
so
help?
bad.
Give it a help action?
Yeah.
16.
Pendergreen's waits for a long beat. That's actually a really interesting theory, Moonshine. People didn't really, they feared me, but they didn't like me. And
Exactly.
I feel, yeah.
Exactly. You weren't able to set up a legacy, just you could rule, but you couldn't, sustain that ruling.
You know what? I'm ready to come out of the gem.
I don't think you are.
So Martha Togold goes, walks over to Bev and goes, so I guess you'll have to be going.
Yeah, but Hopefully not for as long this time. I give her the scrying dagger that Moonshine gave to me.
Oh, very cool. Oh, yeah, I'll stab somebody if they come into the house. or
Mom,
they try. Oh,
Mom,
what is
it's a scrying dagger. You don't know any of the new
What's this?
technology.
A crying
It's a way
dagger?
for
Why
all
would
of
I
us
need
to
a-
spy on our
It's
moms
kinda
while
like-
we're away.
It's kind of like collect calls.
Mom, we're doing moms now.
You will get billed for it.
Oh, that's I will pay collect. You call me,
thank you.
whatever you need, Bev. I would love to have a way to contact you. I'm always so worried about you while you're
Listen,
gone.
The Bandit Boobs calls their moms now, okay? We're turning over a new leaf.
Hey, Balnor, give
Yeah.
me that scrying dagger I gave you.
Okay.
Papa, run this over to Meemaw.
Yes.
I'm getting a little
We
jealous.
call our moms.
Papa rushes, scrambles out the door.
Fuck yeah.
Once a session from now on, we call our gosh dang moms.
You see Martha Togold gives you a hug and a kiss. Now remember to scry, okay?
Okay, I'll try to scry once
Okay.
a week.
You should scry every day.
All right, I'll scry every day.
You
it's,
should really
it's,
scry every day.
it's okay. There's a war coming. It's the end of the world and stuff. Try to scry once a week.
I'll try to scry once. I'll try to scry more than that, Mom. I love you.
I love you. Gives you a kiss.
Yeah, I don't tell her about the book.
Okay, cool. That totally makes
She
sense.
doesn't need to know about the book.
Right on.
Cool.
So you guys go outside, you leave this little hobbit hole, and you see a bunch of the elves are gathered, kind of getting ready to leave. You see Lucanus is speaking to Mima. It's tense because they haven't gotten a chance really.
She never told him about Moonshine.
Right. So they're having that kind of a kind of terse conversation.
It was my right to know. Like that kind of thing.
No, it's not like a yelly one or
Okay.
anything like that. It's just them kind of being awkward. But you see after a little bit, Mima motions over to some cricks, and you see some of the older druids from the old folk circle starts taking people to the roads to like the northeast out of town. There's a couple roads that lead into Hillholm. And Mima sees you guys and waves and runs over.
Meemaw, you like the jerseys? We're competing in the tourney.
Oh, those are. Can I get one?
Yeah, I have one. I had a couple extra made up, knocked them up. I didn't know if there might be a merch opportunity.
She takes it and puts it on, and you hear Lucanus yell in the background, well, if she gets one, shouldn't I have one? I mean, she's not even on the team.
You're right. Yeah, you. You too.
I'm on the team. I've raised her. You're damn right I'm on the team. And Mima takes a jersey. She throws it on, and she goes, your father told me about what's going on. I think if you're able to help out the high elves, I think he'll come around. I think they'll be able to help you too.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, I've been working my magic, so I think I'll be able to, I think I'll be able to be persuasive
Okay.
in the future. We're gonna know each other. It's honestly pretty awkward so far, but
Yes. He is a good man, but a lot of the high elves, just be careful in Gladeholm. They're really judgy and snobby, a lot of them, and he's under pressure from them, and then he brings that into the whole thing, and he acts like it's not his fault, but he's over there. I see you gesturing. Are you talking about me? Just yelling from the background.
no, it's all good. It's all good, Dad. Yeah, I mean, I already have I've had my guard up with high elves for a while, so I think even having it slightly lowered, it's still there. But I appreciate you looking out for me.
Right. Well, I'm going to take a bunch of our warriors here. I'm going to send them up to Iron Deep along with Egwene and Erlin and all them.
Damn, is that Petrie? Petrie, you're a warrior now?
Yeah, I got a club. I got a stick that I swing. It's like a bat.
Good for you, Petrie.
I used to just hit people for fun, but now I do it for good.
Meemaw, where's old Cobb?
Oh, so Cobb was up in Gladeholm, but we sent a couple animal messengers up to them, and we told them to send some more back up to Iron Deep. I think if Theala's coming through the mountains from the east, they're going to hit Iron Deep first, and Iron Deep's already hurting.
Okay. All right. Cool.
So y'all
Right
do your
on,
business in
right on.
Gladeholm, and then we should find a way to talk. Well, I got your.
yeah.
I got
can
your
scry.
dagger.
Yeah.
Papa just kind of showed up and started screaming at me with a knife.
Strange. He's usually so eloquent. Yeah. No, it's a scry dagger, so I can scry on you, and we can kind of like have a little communication.
Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah, I figured.
that's
I don't
fun.
know. You know, it's life has us in many different places, and it's a nice way to connect.
Right. Well, I'm gonna turn into a bird and fly ahead.
As one does. I might do the same myself.
All
Or
right.
a pregnant elk.
Yeah, you gotta be pregnant when you wild shape.
ABP.
So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna start meeting with higher ups in Iron Deep and find out what's going on.
Okay.
Love you, youngin.
I love
Gives you a
you.
kiss. Love you, youngins. Gives you guys all kisses.
Thanks,
My best to mama.
You might see her up in Gladeholm. She's out there with the crick hills.
I would love to bend the knee again to my queen.
Well, you got a new knee to bend.
Yeah.
I sure do.
You have a new body to pledge in service.
And I'll pledge this one as well. Till my dying breath, which I'm sure to take.
Mima waves goodbye to you guys, then turns into an eagle that's just stuffed full of eggs.
Can I can I see if my dad is checking her out?
He's pretending to talk to some other high elves. You can't tell if he's checking out Mima or if he's just kind of like trying to see if anyone's talking about him or anything.
All right, okay. Just looking for any sign that he's dirty.
Oh, we know he is.
Deep down in there.
We just want that confirmation, though. I get it.
I'm keeping an eye out for it.
So you see Lucanus is over with a bunch of these high elves. There are mages and archers and some fighters with like dual short swords, and a couple of them have like great swords. Their armor and robes are a combination of red and black and silver, same colors that Lucanus has. And you see a bunch of them have like mounted elks and stuff, just all very prim and proper. And Lucanus is on his weird mana worm, and he goes, "Excelsior, we're off."
You know, Moonshine, I think maybe your dad is dirty, but in like a very specific high elf kind of way.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
It's like he's like so clean, he's dirty.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, that's the way to look at it.
Yeah.
Squeaky dirty. Tell you what, I don't want to make a bad impression, so Moonshine, I'm just going to follow your lead here.
Okay, I turn into a pregnant elk. I said, let's do this, Dad.
I hop on the pregnant elk.
I want to summon a dirty worm.
Oh, sweet.
So I try and like model it after Lucanus's worm, but make it like the crick version.
Oh, geez.
Ooh, yeah.
There's like this spectral green and brown worm that has mushrooms growing off of it.
Ooh.
Ooh. Damn.
You see Lucanus looks at it and goes, "Fine beast, young man."
Thank you. It's a dirty worm.
Yes.
I kind of like scratch under its ear and it just barfs up mushrooms.
Oh, it's sick.
Actually,
Well-
no, those are edible.
Oh, Moonshine, are you pregnant? And am I going to be a
No.
grandfather? No.
Oh, Melora, don't start with that.
What?
No.
I just think maybe we could find you nice, suitable high elf, and we could join houses. What? What?
Oh, I see the political incentive, but I don't know. I guess introduce me to some people. I'll keep an open mind.
I will do that.
I've been engaged a couple times before and it hasn't worked out.
Amen, sister.
I've seen her bring someone to the edge just from making out. Hard one, Surefoot. Pleasure to meet you, sir.
He just fully looks away from you. We should be off.
Yes.
So you guys spend the day traveling out of Hillholm to get to Gladeholm. You ride alongside elven rangers mounted on majestic elks. Some of the mages are levitating, and Moonshine's dad is riding his weird mana worm, wriggling through the air. Yeah, and
Can
Ben's
I
riding next to him.
polymorph it into like a dragon?
Yeah, you turn it into like a drake that looks more realistic, and he goes, "Oh, I liked it when it wriggled."
It's soothing. I get it. Beverly Togold, by the way.
Yes, we met when my daughter kicked
sorry,
in
I
the.
didn't introduce all.
Well, no, we
y'all.
all met when you kicked in the door and said that you were my daughter.
Oh, right.
And
yeah.
you tackled the young gentleman who was staying at the house.
Yes,
Oh, cool. Yeah.
yes.
Nice to meet under better pretenses.
Yes.
Well, I'm sorry. I've been distracted. I've been thinking about getting to this tourney. That's all.
Very good. So you guys leave behind the grassy plains as more and more trees begin to pop up. You enter a forest, and as you get closer to Gladeholm, the entire area becomes more magical. It's beautiful, but in a much different way than the Crick and Hillholm. The Crick and Hillholm are both very natural and green, but here it's almost like the earth itself is infused with magic. The trees go from having normal bark to being this crystalline white as you enter the Whisperwood. The leaves are purples and bright oranges and blues, these unnatural but beautiful bright colors. You see the wind blow the leaf off a branch, and then poof, it disappears into a sparkle of arcane energy, and then another leaf just grows and replaces it. As the road winds towards Gladeholm, a river eventually joins it, full of purple, sparkling water, and you guys follow it. You have entered an area called the Whisperwood. It's going to take you about a day to travel through here because your traveling party is a bit fatigued from rushing to Hillholm, rushing their mounts to Hillholm. So you stop and rest for the night, then continue the next day until in the distance you can finally see Gladeholm. And as you approach the city, let me go ahead and give you a little history of Gladeholm. It's been a long time since we've done one of these.
Yeah.
Let's do it. Gladeholm is the oldest city in Bohemia, founded by the High Elves. It's home to the famed University of Arcane Arts and Sciences, where virtually all of the most powerful mages of Bohemia have studied, including heroes like the Wizard Alanis and villains like the Necromancer Ilsed. The University Castle is the oldest building in the city. It originally housed the royal family, who in recent generations donated the building to the university and moved to a smaller, sleeker castle. The location of the city itself is a triumph of magic. Located on the western coast of Bohemia, Gladeholm is essentially a floating island. Though the city connects to the magical Whisperwood, there is no natural structure holding it there. It merely levitates. The floating island of Gladeholm has had many locations across Bohemia and has even teleported to the Feywild. Most of the populace, and the nobles in particular, are leery of outsiders. Gladeholm is home to some of the most powerful and dangerous magic in the world. Should it get into the wrong hands, it could mean the end of the elves and the end of Bohemia as a whole. So as you guys are following this river and getting closer to Gladeholm, Lucanus has been kind of filling you in a little bit on the tournament, and he starts explaining a little more, and he goes, so just to let you know, none of you can actually be one of the champions. There needs to be a wizard, a warlock, or a sorcerer in your party.
Why the hell did we make these jerseys?
No. So you're still
Harwan, stand down. That's my dad.
You're still on the team, okay?
Sorry.
The idea behind
See how dirty it is.
the idea behind the competition is that a wizard is only as good as they are in the context of an adventuring party. So you would be warders to a wizard. You'd basically be their protectors.
Oh.
So you will be on a team with a wizard. There can actually only be 3 warders. And he gives a long look at Balnor. And Balnor just goes, wow, all right, I guess I'll have to be the one to tell him. Hard one. I guess you're just going to have to sit this one out, huh?
Balnor, I'm going to put you in the bag.
Fine, I'll take the day off. You see, he just takes a butt heavy out of the bag and cracks it.
Prepared for anything, Balnor.
That's a big walk me down.
That's why we love you.
But anyway, I have someone in mind who you could possibly team up with. There aren't many wizards that we know we can trust, what with the recent betrayals of the elven grave robbers.
Yeah.
But there is one person that, as much as it pains for me to say, I know for a fact they're not smart enough to betray us. So long as you keep
sing their praises,
them in
songstress.
line, I think the world might not end. And Erdan goes, That was very positive, yes.
So not smart enough to betray us, and not popular enough to have a team formed of their own already.
You know what? It is unfair of me to say that he's not smart. He's unmotivated, if that makes sense.
You know, okay, I'm going to throw this out there. I think that the high elves have perhaps underestimated some folk in the past. So I'm personally looking forward to meeting this person. I think that a high elf estimation is not always the most objective.
You see, he thinks about it for a second. Suppose that's possible? And then rides in silence for 10 minutes. Let's continue towards the sea.
I polymorph it back into that
Weird
that
worm?
weird wriggling worm.
Perhaps you were right. I'm able to think a little bit more clearly. So you guys keep following this magic river until you can see the magical gates of Gladeholm in the distance. It's almost what you'd imagine heaven to look like, the pearly gates. The walls are this pristine white with gold. You see that there are giant slits spaced out evenly across the wall, so you can see through, but it seems like more of an aesthetic choice. There appears to be some kind of arcane energy that still makes the wall strong there. You see a bird fly into it and just kind of deflect off and then fly back in the other direction.
Erdan, a bird.
Oh, you see he rides off. What are you doing, Erdan? Get over here. Do you have our laundry? Oh, yes, of course. I'm good at bringing back the dead and bringing dirty clothes back to being bright white. And he holds up your overalls, and they've never looked cleaner.
Yep. Wow.
I immediately get them good and dirty, and I'm like,
Oh, please don't do that.
that's better.
And as the walls of Gladeholm come to sight, you begin to hear the sounds of youngins playing. You hear splashes in the river up ahead, and Lucanus goes, oh god, they're in the water again. They're in the magic river again. And as you travel closer, you begin to see the Crick Elves are living out in the forest here.
Yeah!
They've only been here for a little while, but you see that the magic forest has been very accommodating to them. Any trees or branches that have been chopped down to build structures grow right back. So you see they've quickly been able to build these little tree houses and rope swings from tree to tree. And you do see a bunch of youngins lighting branches on fire and swinging them at each other. This is... Someone's gonna die. We need... stop that. He yells out, stop that! Fuck you, man! Wow, no?
Mr. Ertier, you have to trust me on this. You cannot reason with the youngins.
You can put them in a sack, but they kind of just like that even more than fire.
That's true. I take out a travel timeout sack, and I say, go round them up.
What? Round them up?
Round them up, put them
With
in
a-
the sack.
Put children in a bag.
Don't worry, they're just gonna neck in there.
Put children in a bag so they can make out with each other? What is wrong with you?
Hey, Dad, that's what they did to raise me, and I think I turned out all right.
You're right. Put hands the bag to some guards. Put those children in this bag right now. My daughter commands it. Yes, sire.
Command, suggest, I mean, it's, you know.
Takes the bag, and a couple of guards run off into the woods and chase down these youngins. And you guys see the Purple River does join a moat at the gate, and there are a bunch of Crick Elves swimming in there. And amongst them is Cooter, who is lounging on a giant floating leaf, drinking an ale. And he's laying there lounging, sitting next to a tiefling who's chilling with him in the moat. Zach, would you like to describe your character?
So my character's Mavris. He's a tiefling sorcerer. He's wearing these like crimson robes that have this like gold inlay on them that almost looks like a shitty tribal tattoo on a robe. And he's just like lounging on a leaf. He's got like I think he looks like basically like Keanu Reeves, but with like. He's got like kind of like swept back hair, but also like the horns also kind of do that as well. He's got like a big
Slicked back horns.
Yeah, slicked back horns essentially, and then he has like this like big like black staff that's got like this weird kind of crystal on the end of it that looks kind of menacing. And he's just hanging out on a leaf.
Hey, you see Cooter?
Stop fucking splashing me, dude.
What? I thought we were having fun, man. Hey, can I use your horn to open this beer?
Yeah.
Better. Cracks the beer open with a horn. Hey, thanks, man.
Do you got another one?
Yeah, dude. Hey, it's yours too. As long as you let me keep using that horn.
Of course, dude.
Pass,
Fucking party.
passes you a beer. You see, as you guys begin getting close to the city walls, Lucanus looks in the water and goes, "What? Everyone, get out! Get out right now!"
You get out.
He looks up and he sees Mavris, and he goes, "I named you champion of Gladeholm, and you're treating our ancient moat like a lazy river. Get out! Get out of there!"
Okay, fine, whatever. Just like scoot over, like using my my staff as
You're
like,
going. You're magic. I know you can do it faster than that.
I don't want to. Fine. Just scoot along with some kind of magic. I use a cantrip or something to make use ray of frost and just skid across the ice.
Mavris appears next to you guys.
Balnor, get this man a beer. Another one.
Yeah.
He doesn't need any more beer. Lucanus
Hey,
holds.
Dad,
Yes.
you're kind of being like a little bit of a wet blanket in front of my friends.
The tournament is in a day, young lady. You can't be drinking.
I take a drink down from my mouth. Huh?
Yeah, Moonshine. Hey, what's up, man? What's up, Moonshine? Cooter throws
Cooter.
you a beer.
Hey, Gooter, who's this guy?
Saw dudes.
This is Mavris. He's pretty cool. He just comes out and he hangs out with the Crit Girls sometimes. You were supposed to be studying.
But oh, I mean, what? Studying what? I'm a sorcerer. I don't. They call me Mavris the Unschooled.
They say that to make fun of you, Mavris. I'm
But-
trying to motivate you here, okay? You have great power and great potential, but you don't go to class.
Yeah, I know. Because class sucks. I get in there and I'm reading like half a page and I'm falling asleep. Everyone in there is this like real type A nerd that just is like all over their studies.
They're
And
wizards.
yeah, a bunch of fucking nerds.
Yo, Moonshine, your dad didn't tell us this dude was awesome.
I know. What did I tell you about high elf estimation of other people?
You see Lucanus. Lucanus goes, Erdan, talk to him for a minute. And Erdan goes over and kind of takes Mavris aside. And Lucanus turns and he goes, "I'm really sorry to stick you with this guy, gang."
What? You mean Erdan? It's fine. I don't feel
No,
stuck with him.
Erdan's a hoot. I'm talking about Mavris. He's
He's
kind of.
he's not.
What do you mean?
Sorry, you're
Me and-
right.
Me and,
I'm
me and
sorry,
Erdan
Moonshine.
cut loose all the time.
It's
Sir,
okay.
Erdan is hilarious, and this kid seems like a real deadbeat. I'm a studious half elf myself,
Yes, very
but
good.
I think I can whip his lazy ass into shape. And hell, if he doesn't want to be a wizard, I'll do it.
Hey, it would be an honor to teach you. Puts his hand on your shoulder.
I'm out to Bev to teach me to read.
I'm trying.
Do it faster.
Beverly's like so conflicted because Mavris is so cool, but reading is also cool, and like these just two dueling thoughts are just battling in his head, and he's not sure how to land on it.
All right.
Dad, I like Mavris. I'm amped about him.
Okay,
I don't
that's-
consider it a burden. I consider it a blessing. Bring him on.
He winks at you. That's the right attitude.
Mavris is like halfway back to the creek with a big leaf.
No. Hey, please do not
What's
get
up?
back in the
What's
water.
up? What's going on?
You see, Lucanus yells to the guards, and he goes, "Why is no one doing anything about this?"
Yo, you got any more leaves?
The guards do not have leaves. They're not part of this.
We can get you a leaf.
Yeah, we got it. We got
talking
leaves.
to the
You wanna-
we all
Mavris.
find leaves and we all go.
All right. No,
Yeah.
no one go. You guys
gotta
all
wax the
start
leaf.
getting a little, no, you don't
Okay,
need
I'm
to.
waxing a
No one
leaf.
needs to. All right. If you're going to use a leaf, you don't need to wax the leaf. Listen, I would like to take you all on a little tour of the castle before the tournament begins.
I'm trying to stand on a leaf in the river.
Please,
I'm wakeboarding with a leaf.
please don't. Lucanus grabs you guys all like rowdy children, grabs your arms, pulls you out of the river, commands his guards to do it. Mavris, this is Moonshine Sybin, the pride of Gladeholm, my daughter. Moonshine AirTL, I should say.
RTL.
Moonshine Sabin Ertia.
Moonshine Sybin AirTL.
Moonshine Sabin Ertia.
Moonshine, Simon. Ertia.
Moonshine, Simon.
I'm
Ertia.
confused. Do you need to keep saying it, or
We're going to
Sorry.
work on the first name. We're going to come
Yeah.
up with something fancier.
Some personal kinks we're
Gotcha.
ironing out.
Right.
Sick? Nice to meet you.
This is
Yes,
Beverly
pleased to make your
Togold.
acquaintance.
And Hard One Shorefoot,
Sadie.
they will be your warders.
Oh, sick. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. Yes. Awesome.
Yeah, we're gonna go in that tourney with you. Oh, here's a jersey.
Oh, hell yeah.
Say the word and I can make this a crop top.
The word, man.
I hack it. It's half a jersey.
The jerseys aren't necessary, but it especially isn't necessary to turn them into crop tops.
You ever played a team in a rec sport that had jerseys and you didn't? It's so intimidating.
So embarrassing.
I can assure you no one else will have jerseys.
Look,
Yeah, we're gonna be the ones intimidating everyone.
Yeah, we're gonna look like a team. We're gonna look like a unit.
Yeah.
Mavericks, what do you want your jersey to say?
well, I think my nickname here is the Unschool just because, like,
Again, it's an insult.
Do you want me to? Hey,
Can I be the unschoolable?
Unschool? Yes, yes. I mean, to be honest, I kind of have some problems with the other students where they try to make fun of me or they try to, like, give me shit because, like, I'm a sorcerer and I don't have to, like, read books or whatever. So it's like
you do still have to read books, Mavericks.
I just am still unclear on why, but
You need to learn how to control your magic. You can't just go throwing fireballs at every problem.
just because I can't, like, articulate it doesn't mean I can't control it myself. Like, I feel like I have control over it.
You are in a moat right now with a man who is nude, sitting on a leaf drinking beer. Hey, you know what? I'm gonna fight this guy. Fuck this guy.
Kick his ass,
Cooter
Cooter.
starts to get out and just like
I get between them.
flips the
Cooter,
leaf.
Cooter, this is my dad. I just found
Wait,
out. Don't tell the other Craigs. I'm
Oh
trying
shit! Well, I'm your cousin nephew, so that makes him my cousin uncle.
to. Well, look at that.
I'm holding Cooter back, but really, really loosely.
Cooter runs over and hugs Lucanus. Ah, blood of my blood. Nice to meet you, Cooter. Cooter of the Crickos. Please call me Cooter.
wow, this moat's gotten real brown.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
no,
sleep in the woods. Cooter walks off and just passes out immediately.
Mavericks, I got your jersey. I did spell unschooled with a K. I thought you might like that.
That's fucking tight.
Oh, can you make it a backwards K? Like
Oh,
corn?
yes, absolutely. It's already backwards. Do you want me to make it forwards? It was already backwards.
Oh, okay. No, keep it backwards.
Okay, keep it backwards. Great.
All right, children, let's go into the city. You see Lucanus dismisses his little traveling party, tells Erdan to go off ahead, tells the guards and stuff to disperse. You guys see that the gates of the city are open, but there is a line of guards here. They wear tabards with Gladeholm's colors, purple, silver, and gold, with a silver tree in the middle. Their helms are ornate and elegant and accentuate their elven ears. Some of them carry pristine great swords that gleam. Others up in the towers are armed with bows, and others have short swords at their side. You enter the city and see that it's much like Esri. There are unseen servants going around doing menial tasks. A broom sweeps the road in the city square. There is a giant fountain with a statue of Arathis, the goddess of knowledge and civilization, reaching her hand out to wizards below her, water flowing from her hands into their awaiting palms. Unlike Esri, this has a sort of old world feel. To compare it to the real world, it feels a bit European, with cobblestone streets and shops and homes packed closely together. It's a mix of this classic old town with arcane flair. You'll see this quaint apothecary, but around it there are these spinning 3D astrolabe things that appear to be moving in perpetual motion. The streetlights are all floating orbs that give off light purple glow. For being in the city square, though, you do notice it's a bit strange. You don't see a lot of people. The population problem is pretty apparent. But yeah, you guys do see a group of nobles, and unlike the high elves that you guys were traveling with were pretty friendly. They were like straight-laced, but they were cool with you. They didn't like turn their nose up at you or
Yeah.
anything. You see some nobles wearing purple and gold, like the royal colors of the city. Give a look at Moonshine in particular, and then turn to each other and
I
begin
hiss
whispering.
at them through the gap between my front teeth.
That's right. You're looking at the future headmaster of the university, Moonshine Ertia. Scoff all you want.
Damn, Moonshine, you didn't tell me you was ambitious.
I don't know. We'll talk about that, Dad. There's other ways we can connect other than having the same job.
Interesting theory. He rides in silence again on his weird worm, just wriggling.
Oh, that thing's still going, huh?
Yeah, he called it back after he finished yelling at everyone.
You know, no one else is on mounts at this point.
What's there's nothing weird about this. You see the people are more looking at Lucanus than they are at you.
Can I just gotta settle something for myself for a second. So I'm Verser. I'm gonna take Lucanus aside and just say, Dad, I know that we have different opinions on Crick Elves, but it just seems like there's more than enough space to bring the Crick Elves in here.
Moonshine, don't get me wrong. People drinking beer in our ancient moat drives me absolutely into an insane fury, but I don't have a problem with the Crick people. I once loved your mother.
So why don't you let them in here?
It's not that easy.
But,
I don't get to make that decision.
Okay, but if your voice ever mattered, or if anyone ever called upon you, you would invite them in, right?
You see, he hesitates for a beat. Of course.
Okay, good. Thank you. All right, y'all, let's get fucked up.
Yo, Mavericks, you gotta huff this.
What's up? What am I huffing?
I passed Mavericks some crick water.
Yeah, don't even ask. Just huff.
Just Mavericks takes a huge huff.
Go ahead and make a Constitution saving throw.
Oh, 19?
Oh man, you hold your shit.
I knew this kid could hang.
Look, I'm here to fucking party.
Why are you smelling that little water bottle?
Yo,
Wait,
you,
Dad, you never had crick water? All your times consorting with me, Ma, you never had crick water? Get your nostrils over here, Pops.
Headmaster, huff it. Yeah.
just sir, just maybe a waft.
I
all
walked
right?
to his way.
Put your whole nose in it.
I have never had crick water, and I never will. Moonshine, go ahead and give an insight check.
Ooh.
24.
This man has had crick water before.
Dang, I knew there was some dirty in there.
Deep in there.
Yeah.
Deep dirt.
You see, Lucanus takes you through the city square and brings you towards the university. You begin to see these arcane lanterns that look like gas lamps that are usually purple but will occasionally fade into a red or a blue. And you begin to see dormitories, these buildings packed tightly together. They're labeled by their wizard school. You see one for evokers, enchanters, abjurers, even one for necromancy that looks a bit more dark and menacing. The trees around it are dead, and a few pale students just walk amongst themselves outside. One just creepily stares at nothing.
These guys are crazy.
You have a party there?
Good afternoon, Milton. Good afternoon.
Weirdos.
Salt Milton.
Mavericks, where's your dorm?
To be honest, I'm sort of lost. Haven't been over
What do you
to this.
mean you're lost? It's just a road with all the dormitories. The sorcerer dorms all the way at the end. Have you not been
okay.
staying in your room?
No. Yeah, well, I've been staying in my room. But I haven't really come over to where the wizard.
Can I do an insight check?
This kid's been staying in the river. I don't need
I
an
got a
inside check.
15. I got a 15.
He got a 21. Have you been staying in your room?
Mavericks is like, I guess, found like a secret like classroom that he's taken over.
You haven't been. How have you? You've been going here for 2 years.
Yeah. The dorms are just a little like you're up at each other's asses a little bit, and that's like cool if you're.
You have one. You should have one roommate.
Yeah. Like it just sucks to just be in the same room as a guy, just like all the time.
Fine.
I mean, think about it. Your bedroom is also someone else's bedroom.
Yes. Okay.
And as a living room.
No,
you have
me-
like a tiny
yes.
little kitchen.
Me as a 400-year-old elf archwizard would maybe not like to stay in a room with another college student. No, but you're a student here.
Mavericks, if you're not using your room, do you think I could get a cooter or a petri in there?
I mean, that sounds perfectly fine.
Let's
to me.
all relax. They need to enroll in the school.
What's the mini fridge situation?
Well, it was like this guy has like all his like Carl, my roommate, has like it's just sort of like a lot of his food, and he's like does like a meal prep situation, and it's like it's
that's responsible, but
so that's why I was like, I'm just gonna peace out and do my own thing.
I understand.
That is like really crazy to be in college and meal prepping. Like that's not something that you're supposed to
What's
do.
weird? I did that. What's weird about that?
That sounds pretty cool.
That guy got assigned to me. I had no say in this.
That's bullshit, Mavericks.
Carl's a good guy. Carl's a good kid.
Let's find Carl.
What? No, don't. You see out from deep down down the road, you see a yellow banner for like a sorcerer hall, and you see another tiefling hangs out the window. What's up, guys?
Oh shit. What's up, Carl? What's going on, Carl?
What's up?
Yo, Carl.
What up?
Hey, Carl, what's for dinner?
We got like some lean chicken and side of asparagus and some rice.
And just that for like a week?
Well, for dinner, we got for breakfast, I got poached eggs, a little bit of
Okay.
toast.
It's just
Gluten-free
nonstop. It's just
toast.
I'm
nonstop
gonna need,
with
I'm
this
gonna
guy.
need 14 of those eggs real quick.
Yeah, you'll have to sign up for it, man. My parents paid a pretty penny for this. So.
Oh. Get me out of there.
Okay, I see. We'll reassign you to a different room.
Smells like eggs, huh?
You know what? You see, he magically produces a set of keys and he hands it to you, Moonshine. He goes, "There's still another night before the tournament, so you all can stay in a room in the sorcerer dorm tonight." And Mavericks, should this all work out?
You don't have like a mansion or something? I heard something.
Yeah.
Like,
would you like to stay
I'm
in?
down to stay in a dorm. I just
I
heard there
wouldn't
was-
mind. I mean, perhaps you're getting me into some sort of like high elf snobbery, but that tent that was actually a mansion on the inside was some dope shit.
I could certainly make you a mansion tent.
Wow. I've been here for 2 years. I've been here for 2 years.
You could learn
Must
how
be
to
nice.
do that,
Must be
Mavericks.
nice.
If you went
There's,
to
al- so
class.
there's the option of mansion tent or we all shack up with Carl.
When we used to go on green team campouts, Scoutmaster Denny would always sleep in a mansion tent, and he wouldn't let the other green team sleep in it. I would love to stay in your mansion tent.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And
is
you
there
got-
a nightlife scene around here that we might want to like post that tent up next to?
Honestly, for me and the circles I run in, not great. That's why I was out there
Yes.
like hanging out with the Crick Elves and stuff because
Yeah.
those guys party and it's like a cool
Again,
scene.
world might end like tomorrow, so if
That's
everyone
why
could
we
get
want
a
to
good
party
night's sleep.
tonight.
Party like it's the
I
last
wanted
night
to.
of the
Can I show
world.
you the university?
Oh yeah, sure.
Yes.
Yes, I do want to see where you work. Bring your daughter to work day.
Bring your daughter to work day, everyone. We're going to the university.
Should we all go then, or it's bring your daughter?
Do you want to die
work day?
tomorrow? I'm just asking.
I just don't want to
You
intrude.
specific points to you, Hardon. Do you want to die tomorrow?
I literally
just-
die all the time.
You are of my blood, my half-elf brother.
Hard one cries uncontrollably for a second.
My God.
Beverly kind of like nervously sidles up to Lucanus and is like, I would like to see the university.
Good.
Yes,
Thank you.
That I do want to see.
Okay.
I could go for a tour.
That's true. You've probably never been inside the castle proper. My God, man.
I mean, I lost a frisbee in there at one point, but
Just make another one with your magic.
all right, you know what? We'll look for it.
Oh, my good gods. So Lucanus begins taking you towards the university castle. You see that this area is much more populated because students from all over come to study here. You see a mixed crew with a dwarf, an elf, and a gnome, a few humans. You even see a couple goblins. You see that the guards that patrol this area are wearing red, black, and silver like Lucanus and the crew that he traveled with. This is different than the purple, gold, and silver of the city guards and the royals. So you can kind of see that there are two factions at play here in the city. As you enter the courtyard, you see a few students nod at Lucanus. He kind of nods respectfully back, and then as you guys pass them, you see they turn and giggle to each other as he walks away.
Oh.
Oh, that makes me feel for my dad. Dad, it seems like you run a tight ship around here. I'm impressed.
Yes, of course. Well, rules are important, and I think people respect that.
Well, I'm really impressed with what you put together.
Thank you. So you guys go through the courtyard to a set of stairs that takes you across a bridge to the university. You see that the castle is essentially an island within the island. The floating castle is in the middle of a giant hole in the middle of the city. You look down below off the side of the bridge and you just see water in the deep distance below. But ahead of you, you see the university castle. It is perfectly imperfect. You see some of the towers hang at strange angles and curve, but you can just feel all the magic of this place, and you know that it's being held up by something other than just the stone that it's built from. And there are floating orbs of yellow casting a beautiful glow on it. You guys have traveled all day, so it is nighttime by now. So you guys cross the bridge and enter the castle into the Great Hall. It's this enormous, intricate room that combines the new with the old, long oak tables with long benches. You see above you are moving chandeliers of colorful orbs. Across the walls are banners representing the different schools of magic. Black orbs float over the necromancy tables, blue over the evokers. It's a spectrum. On the other side of the room, there are big red chairs lined with silver, sitting on a raised platform with a table in front of them. Looks to be where the masters sit. Behind them is a wall of artifacts, each sitting in a neat cubby that spans the entire back wall all the way up to the ceiling. You see Lucanus takes you over, and he grabs Moonshine, and he grabs Hard One, and he goes, "Here they are, the treasures of our people."
That's a lovely cubby.
Yeah. What are they all?
Well, this one is most important of all. You see, he uses a telekinetic spell to pull down the thinking cap, this crown. From far away, it just looks like this modest kind of simple brass crown. It floats down from the top. You see it's in the middle cubby all the way at the top of the ceiling. It's like 150 feet up. And again, it looks simple. It looks like a very modest crown until you see it up close and you see the intricacies of the design. It looks like the inside of a watch with all these tiny gears and cogs moving. This could not have been made by humanoid hands. It's just so intricate. It's like a little city of machinery in a crown, and it gives off powerful arcane vibes. Just being near it makes you feel more intelligent.
Is it my frisbee or?
Is this your frisbee?
No, okay, I guess it's not.
Pops, I got a question.
Yes.
Who are we up against here? I guess I was so eager to get to the tourney that I maybe didn't ask a bunch of questions, and I was wondering, who do we think is going to come along and try and steal this, and what do you think they want to do with it?
Well, there will be mages from all of the various schools around Bohemia. That includes places like Esri, which we know are under chosen control. We also know that because of the grave robbers, you saw dwarves there, you saw halflings there. Who knows if the one crew of elves that Erdan traveled with, whether or not they were the only elves that are working against us.
And what sort of power lies in this artifact?
The Nawa Thial was gifted to us by the goddess Arathis, and it gave Bohemia the gift of magic. And we, the elves, her chosen children, it's the reason we have more of an affinity for magic. It's the reason the city itself is magic. Should we lose this, we would still be able to cast spells, but it wouldn't be with the same power. Future elves perhaps wouldn't have our innate magical abilities, and that's just thinking in the far distant future. Likely in this current scenario of war, if someone gets a hold of this, it's game over.
Has the crown ever left Gladeholm?
So the elves have won the tournament every time, except for 1 year, like 2,000 years ago, a gnome won it, and we were at war for like 100 years.
Some kind of treachery.
Yes, but we got it. We got it back.
I cannot imagine he was an honorable.
It's Tonathan Tinkle's distant ancestor.
Okay, I see.
So we have to keep this thing here to protect our people.
Yes.
I wiggle my ears.
Damn, how'd you learn how to do that so quick?
I practiced last night because I only had to transfer 9.5 hours.
You're floating off the ground.
Pretty cool, right?
Are there any other elven teams that will be competing?
I know of one other elven team that will be participating.
Is it fucking Carl?
Carl is a tiefling, and Carl is not participating.
All right.
If one of us, okay, everyone huddle up. If one of us gets hurt, Carl fills in for us.
Carl's the sub. Carl's the alternate.
Are we totally
He's a
still?
solid guy. He is a solid guy.
I think we all agree that Carl's solid.
It's not like a hang situation, but he's like a great
He
guy.
can be the manager. He's always got meals.
That's awesome. That would be awesome for him. Hey,
So-
Headmaster, I just want to say thank you for choosing me as champion. I know I'm like a little out there, but like I appreciate the opportunity.
You see Lucanus is extremely taken aback, and he goes, "Oh, well, yes, it is a great honor that we have bestowed upon you, and I'm sure you'll make us very proud, Maverus."
Thank you.
Can I do a search for the frisbee?
Yes.
14.
14. You look around, you start like digging into the cubbies, and your father goes like, "Oh, please don't touch those." Anyway, Maverus here will be the champion of the university. It's not just schools that are competing, it's also mage guilds. So the city of Gladeholm, the royal party, I have a bit of friction with, if you will, but the royals will be sending their own wizard team to compete. So best case scenario, if you can't win, maybe they win and aren't traitors. That would be
But
not
they might
the
be
worst.
traitors?
Well, I don't know.
It's a bit of a Subway series.
Let's just play it safe and dunk on those dudes.
Yeah, absolutely.
I think we should just dunk
Play
on
it
them.
safe and dunk on them.
I passed Maverick some more crick water.
Yeah, dunk on the Royals.
Just huffs it so hard.
You see Lucanus. Are you taking another constitution there now?
The 12.
Nice. But you're starting to get a little messed up. And Lucanus looks a little jealous, and he goes, "Give me that. I suppose I should be connecting more with my daughter's culture."
I look wide-eyed at Moonshine.
Careful, sir.
Oh my god.
He takes.
I do the little like link around the arms with my own crick water, so that we're like our elbow, we're linked at the elbow, and we can huff at the same time. 3, 2, 1.
Blood of my blood, we shall drink. Oh, okay. And he does like the teeniest little sniff,
we do a
and
constitution?
instantly passes out. You see, he instantly passes out. And then he wakes up a second later. Oh, my gods. Oh. You see, he is
Smooth,
already
right?
extremely messed up. Oh my. I have to work so hard tomorrow.
I'm sure there's. Hold on. Is there coffee in this room?
You can certainly conjure some coffee. Yeah, there's
I appreciate you playing along.
Unseen servants come by. You do see that there are sort of other people moving about.
Okay.
It's school does not seem to be in session at the moment because it is nighttime. But you do see unseen servants that are kind of floating, wearing robes, and some of them are guards. They're wearing like breastplates, just look like air elementals. And it just kind of looks like breastplates and stuff just kind of like bobbing through the air and doing things. One comes over and brings him a little bit of coffee. He goes, "Oh, thank you. Do you guys want to see something cool?"
Absolutely.
Yeah, totally.
All right. Sweet. Everyone follow me.
Right,
Yo,
right
Moonshine,
on.
he's fucked up.
You see he starts staggering down the hall. And he just starts laughing to himself.
Oh boy.
I've been here for 2 years. I've never seen anything close to this.
It's kind of fun to see that there's another side in there.
You guys see he walks.
Can we do a dirty check? See how dirty he is?
See how dirty he is, yeah.
He's a filthy father, honestly.
Wait. Oh, god damn it. I almost got a nat 20, but then it was leaned on the side. 19.
19. He's giggling to himself. He's kind of having fun.
Yeah, okay, sweet.
Cool. Everyone come this way. Don't let anyone see you.
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
Shh. Everyone shut up. Everyone shut up.
Shut the fuck up.
Everyone
Shut the fuck up,
Stop
everybody.
laughing. Stop laughing. You see, Balnor's been there the whole time, just kind of like quietly drinking, but heavy because he's not competing tomorrow. And Balnor's like cracking up. We're gonna get in trouble.
We're with the headmaster.
All right, come this way. Opens a door in the corner of the room that takes you to a stairwell in a tower. You see he walks up to the first step and stomps on it exactly 19 times. And the stair drops out. And you see he falls down through a chute. And he just starts laughing and giggling uncontrollably. And you hear it just booming through. And then the step comes back.
I stepped 19 times on it.
You go down through the chute.
And I said, see you on the other side.
I do a little tap dance 19 times and then a cannonball down.
Hell yeah. Jump right down.
Never stress to dive and at the same time.
Go to make a dex check.
Dude, you're gonna get us stuck. Oh, that's not that bad. 16.
16.
16.
You do make it through. It like gashes your calf pretty bad as you go through. You did the equivalent of like bounding over a fence and cutting yourself.
Oh, fuck.
Like you made it.
Dude, you okay? Yeah, I'm fine. That was pretty awesome,
It's
though.
definitely
Right?
an ow fuck situation.
I touch hands him.
Oh, thank you.
You guys are falling through the chute together, occasionally getting like jammed up.
Ow, gosh, your horns are sharp.
Brutal.
Yeah, sorry, dude.
It's okay, they're cool.
Balnor goes up and does it.
Yeah, I'll go up and swan dive head first.
Hard one follows suit. Does a very dangerous swan dive. You guys fall down the chute and you land in a very dark room that has a light green glow. And you guys are like kind of in a pile. Normally people wouldn't come down here in a big group, so you all kind of just land on each other. And Lucanus goes, Coixus, where are you? And you guys hear this giant bestial snore, and out from the shadows, you see a brass dragon emerges.
Is this your pet?
No, not exactly. He works for the school. He's actually my coworker.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Hello, everyone. My name is Coixus. It's a pleasure to meet all of you.
You know I'm prostrated.
I bow, and in Draconic, I say, "Saw, dude."
You say he answers back in Draconic. What's up? What's up?
We're just having a night. We're just hanging out. What's going on down here?
Right on. Just guarding some ancient relics, like I'm known to do.
Hell yeah.
Yeah. Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
I feel like you're just like growling back and forth.
Yeah, you guys just little grunts back and forth between the dragon and the draconic blood sorcerer. And Lucanus goes, Quixis guards one of our most powerful machines in Gladeholm. You gotta see this. And he leads you past Coixis. And you enter.
Coexist until we meet again.
Until we meet again, milady.
I offer him some bronze.
Some bronze?
Do you hoard this? Is that rude?
No, that's fine. I'm more of a guardian dragon than a horse. Give it to me. Give it to me now. Give it to me for my hoard. He takes it and he puts it in a pile, and you see he was like sitting on a pile of treasure, but wait, it looks like you have a hoard back there, Quixis. No, I'm a guardian. I'm a guardian dragon. That's what I do. We don't all have hoards.
I flash a gold coin. in
He
his
bites it
face.
out of your hand and throws it back in the pile. This is mine now. This is all mine.
Seems like I don't. I wish I had some cash. I wish I had something on me.
Get me next time.
Of course.
Get me next time. Thank you.
Great work, Quixis.
You guys see Lucanus takes you into this next room, and there is a strange device in here. There's a platform surrounded by a circle of columns, and in the center is a glowing green rock, this emerald arcane cylinder. And he goes, besides the Noah Thea, this is perhaps our most powerful artifact. It was designed by our ancestors to protect Gladeholm. If you cast a spell into it, it will cast a spell on the entire city. We once used it to teleport to the Feywild.
This is too powerful of an artifact.
Yes, that is why we have a brass dragon guarding it.
Can I ask you something?
Yes.
What if I farted into it?
That would make everything in Gladeholm smell like farts.
My God.
And if you do that, it is highly against the law to use this. So you see, he's instantly kind of realizing how much you fucked up by bringing you guys down here.
Can I cast guidance on it so that everyone in the city gets to add?
As you go to lift your finger up and he senses magic, he counterspells it, and he gets dead serious and he goes, "We will be beheaded if we use this. Everyone out." You see, he stops. He kicks out of being drunk. I don't know what I was thinking. Bringing you all down here.
I'm sorry. I thought I was trying to do something nice. I wasn't going to do something. I was just going to give everyone guidance.
They would know then that you would use it. Even if you use it for good, you're still using it.
Okay, follow-up question. Are fart spells?
He casts control person and just makes you start walking out. We need to go now.
Okay.
And he walks back under where the chute was, and you see he once again clicks 19 times on the floor and shoots back up.
Yeah, do the same.
Yeah.
You guys all do the same. Quixis goes, "Hey, don't feel too bad about it.
I wasn't really going to fart in it. I just wanted to.
You really shouldn't fart in it."
I wasn't going to fart. I don't even have to fart. I squeeze a tiny toot and then tap my foot 19 times.
He snaps at you.
Whoa!
You jump up into the chute.
Yeah. I go up skeleton luge style.
Awesome. You guys all fly back up the chute. When you get back up, you see Lucanus looks super worried, and he goes,
I'm sorry, Dad. I really wasn't trying to do something silly. I was trying to do something sweet.
No, it's okay. It is my fault for...
I thought it'd be cute if everyone got to add something to their next role.
I agree. Your heart was in the right place.
But I understand why I fucked up.
It's okay, Moonshine. I shouldn't have brought anyone down there. That was my mistake. Listen.
I thought it was kind of cool.
Yes.
Yeah.
It felt special to share something with you.
It was nice. I should be going. I need to begin prepping for tomorrow. I've already I've slipped up enough today. I'll see all of you tomorrow. Please know that the consequences of this are real.
Can you give me any hint as to what's going on tomorrow so I know what spells to stock?
Unfortunately, that would be against the rules. They screen all of the masters, and they'll actually screen all of you tomorrow as well to make sure that no one's clued you in. And also, the different masters from the different schools plan different events.
Okay.
I'm not clued in on it until the very last minute on a lot of the events.
Okay, I see.
One thing that has always been the same, though, the fourth round is an all-out free-for-all between the remaining teams in a fight for the crown, for the thinking cap, in this very castle.
Damn.
Sounds fun. Kind of just anything goes?
Yeah, that sounds
Yes,
awesome.
many
we
people
make
have
jerseys
perished
for.
in the final round.
Yeah, probably get hit by a chair that's flying around or something.
It could happen. Sometimes, Mage will just cast power word kill or something, and somebody will just die instantly. That
Probably
type of deal.
People slipping on fruit a lot. I'll bet.
No.
All right. Beverly's changing his strategy on the fly.
But really, I should be going.
Thank you for showing us around.
Yeah, thanks, Dad. I really enjoyed it. Take your daughter to work day, huh?
Would you mind writing me a letter of recommendation if I ever want to go here in the future?
You know me. You can just come here.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, it's fine.
Cool. Maybe if we save the world, I'll go to college.
That would be good. That would be great.
Hey, Headmaster,
Yeah.
let's kick some mean nerds' butts.
Yes. Let's kick their asses.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Good night. Yeah, good night, sir.
All right.
Hey, sir.
Okay, you sure you want to go? Because I had a little something planned for everyone once we retire. But it's also no big if you got stuff to do.
I should probably prepare for tomorrow.
All right. Bye, Pops.
All right.
I give him a hug.
Good night. My daughter, blood of my blood. I love you.
We could leave it at my daughter.
Okay.
But actually, no,
Right.
let's leave it at I love you. Because
Okay.
I love you too.
Maybe take out the middle part.
Yeah.
Turns to hard one. Blood of my blood.
I cry crocodile tear.
The pride of the elves flows through you.
Jesus.
Everyone's so tall.
Waterworks when I meet this fake dad. It's gonna happen when I meet the real dude.
You guys are taken by an unseen servant, this air elemental in like servant's regalia with like the red and the black and the silver of the university. And they take you over to the sorcerer's dorm. And take you to a room. You see it as this nice little bedroom with a couple beds, but you do see in the middle of it there is a tent prepared.
I thought he forgot.
He really does care.
He really does.
I dive into the tent.
Yeah,
Gone here
I
for 2
go on
years.
in.
Been here for 2 years. Sharing a room with a guy named Carl.
Can I see your spell book?
Mavris, there's a frisbee in here.
Mavericks dives in.
Dive into this magnificent mansion.
I snoop through the bathroom for toiletries.
See what kind of elven pills he's taking?
Your dad's musk.
He has lots of elven perfumes and colognes and such. He's
everyone
a
pick a
fancy
scent.
lad.
I start experimenting and mixing them.
I just rub wet wipes on my neck. These smell clean.
Beverly shows all of them how to use the bidet.
Papa won't stop using it as a water fountain.
That's fine, honestly.
Drinks it and then immediately starts spitting up.
Get it out. Get it out.
Okay,
That's a funny mailman.
I gotta find the kitchen because I am now a level 11 druid, which means I have a 6th level spell, and I have just got the spell that I was destined to do. So, can I find the kitchen?
Yeah, of course. Yeah, there's a little kitchen with a little stove top.
All right, for the next 10 minutes, y'all just hear pots banging as I cast Hero's Feast.
Yes.
Hell yes.
You bring forth a great feast, including magnificent food and drink. The feast takes 1 hour to consume and disappears at the end of that time, and the beneficial effects don't set in until the hour is over. Up to 12 other creatures can partake of the feast. A creature that partakes of the feast gains several benefits. The creature is cured of all diseases and poison, becomes immune to poison and being frightened, and makes all wisdom saving throws with advantage. Its hit point maximum also increases by 2d10, and it gains the same number of hit points. These benefits last 24 hours.
Oh, and we don't have to do dishes.
Oh my god.
What do you make?
God.
Jambalaya, Corey!
Oh.
Crawdads, and jambalaya.
This
It's
is a fucking
singing.
hero's jambalaya. This is legendary jambalaya.
This soup is singing.
Yeah, the crawdads cook themselves.
That's
Carl's
morbid.
gonna be so pissed he missed out on this.
Yeah, you hear a knock outside. You guys meal prepping in there?
Carl, it's
What's going on there, dude?
Unfortunately, nothing's happening in here.
No?
Go suck on an egg, Carl.
Wow. Is this who you hang out with now?
Carl, you're a
Mavris?
solid guy, but just go suck on an egg, my man.
All right.
I dap up Mavris.
Balnor eats a bunch of it even though he's not competing tomorrow. He has had the best
It's
day.
up to 12 people. We could
Yeah.
invite Carl in.
You know what, Carl?
What's up?
You're not competing tomorrow, right?
No.
You wanna fucking grub?
He's already in the tent. He jumps in.
Get in here.
Oh, wow. What's up, guys?
Hey, Carl.
Hey. So
You just grab a plate.
cool. Yeah.
Oh,
I'll just
how's
grab
it
a plate.
going, Carl?
You're not competing tomorrow, are you? On another team?
No. But I was
Okay,
gonna
cool,
go
cool.
and watch.
Dig in.
I thought that would be cool.
Yeah,
I'm
come
rooting on
watch, dig in.
Mavris. First time sorcerer's ever competed.
Hey,
Pretty
Carl.
cool.
Really? First time?
Yeah, you know how like the wizards and to a lesser extent the warlocks are about like the way that they approach magic and what kind of rules they follow, and
They're
I'm a little
snobby.
outside. I guess I'm sort of disrupting that a little bit.
Oh,
Clearly.
I like it.
Yeah.
I
It's like we
like
still
it.
need to read like a lot of books and stuff because we have our own things to master.
I dead arm Carl.
Carl, I can't believe you read books.
Super reading.
You don't read. You don't. I mean, I don't read either.
Nice.
Carl, you brought 5 books with you.
What? No. Shut up. Dead Arms Beverly.
That's what's up, Carl.
I dead arm Carl. I dead arm Beverly.
I dead arm
I
Balder.
draw my hammer.
I go into a rage and I dead arm everyone.
Ow.
And then I say, everyone isn't eating enough.
All right, second helpings.
It is the best meal you guys have ever had. You've never felt better after a meal.
I can feel the shrimp and the crawdad singing in my stomach.
And everyone gets 14 extra hit points for tomorrow.
That rules.
extra.
Jeez.
Yeah.
I'm looking hardy.
Heroes be 6 is my very first 6th level spell I've ever cast.
What
That was
a
a good
spell.
one too.
There's never been a better time to use this. You just
Yep.
You
fully
just go
know
back
you
to
have
sleep.
something to do tomorrow. Just carbing up. You
Yep.
gotta carb up. Balnor looks like he's gained 4 pounds and is not gonna
I look
burn
at all the
off.
empty beer cans. You've had a lot
Yeah.
of carbohydrates.
Yeah, I know.
You're just balancing
What?
that bowl perfectly
It's an
on your
off
stomach.
day. It's an off day. I'm fine. I earned it.
Yeah.
I take hard one to the side. You guys know this guy? Or was he just kind of hanging on? or-
He's cool.
Okay, I was just making sure.
Do you ever have like a guy who's like not your dad, but he's kind of your dad?
Yeah, Beverly has 5 of those.
Awesome. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, for sure.
What's your dad like?
My dad just is like also a sorcerer, and he like, I got a lot of pressure from him to like come here and like do the whole, magic school thing. A lot of my boys have like got a house for the summer, like they're taking like a year.
Oh, they're doing a
They're,
gap
like-
year?
Yeah, they're doing like they're not going to school, they're hanging out, they're working, but they like hang out.
Oh.
And that sounds pretty fucking awesome to me, but like it is pretty cool to be here too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You hear Carl pipes up and he goes, "Yeah, and I work and go to school, so you can actually like still get a job if you want, Mavris."
Yeah.
we can make Carl leave. You say the fucking
You see, Carl looks at Hard One. Do you have a problem with me, dude?
I think you're cool as long as Mavericks is cool.
Yeah. No, Carl's cool.
But Mavericks is my dude.
Have you guys known each other for a while? Like, what's your
What is it? About an hour and a half?
This guy offered me a leaf within moments of meeting.
Right. It feels like we were roommates, and instantly I was just in a single.
Carl, I have a question for you.
Sounds like an upgrade.
Do you know how to use this spell to make like a big space, a small space bigger on the inside?
Yeah, Mordenkainen's magnificent mansion.
Then why would you do that on the fridge?
Not even Liamon's tiny hut.
Carl, what are you doing? Why wouldn't you just make a room and a cabinet or something? Why are we sharing the
Because
same room?
we're only there for the first day of school, dude. I didn't know how to do the spell yet. Fine. If you hung out and just like watered our friendship a little bit, maybe it would blossom. Carl gets up and leaves.
Carl,
Moonshine is stitching that into a pillow.
Mavericks is just suddenly shaken by this. Like, wow. Okay.
true,
Yeah.
Takes work.
Hey everybody, it's Emily here to talk to you about aura frames. Mother's Day is coming up and some of us are looking for a way to shower the maternal figures in our life with love. Well, look no further. Aura frames are the digital picture frames that bring all your photos and videos together in one gorgeous, high-resolution display. They're super easy to set up. They save you from the struggle of printing and framing your favorite photos, but most importantly, they help you stay connected with family that live far away. That's because you can kind of preload a bunch of pictures onto the frame, but you also get to keep adding pictures, and you can invite the rest of your family to add pictures. The gifts you make mean the most, so this year turn your family's past into the perfect Mother's Day present with a connected frame from Aura. Right now, Aura has a great deal for Mother's Day. Listeners can visit auraframes.com/pawpaw to get up to $30 off on their best-selling frames. That's AURA frames.com/PAWPAW. Plus, listeners can get free shipping with code PAWPAW at checkout. This deal ends on Mother's Day, May 14th, so don't wait. Terms and conditions apply. Goodbye, sweeties.
Hey there, Nadpoles. This episode is brought to you by Rocket Money. Do you know how much your subscriptions really cost, folks? Well, most Americans think they spend around $80 a month on subscriptions, but the actual total is closer to around $200. Holy hell. If you don't know exactly how much you're spending every month, then you need Rocket Money. Rocket Money is a personal finance app that finds and cancels your unwanted subscriptions, monitors your spending, and helps you lower your bills all in one place. Over 80% of people have subscriptions that they forgot about, and chances are you're one of them. Like that Stars app just to watch that one show, or that free gaming trial you never actually used. Well, Rocket Money will quickly and easily find your subscriptions for you, and for any you don't want to pay for anymore, just hit cancel and Rocket Money will cancel it for you. It's that easy. Rocket Money also helps you manage all your finances in one place and automatically categorizes your expenses so you can easily track your budget in real time and also get alerted if anything looks a little funky. Over 3 million people have used Rocket Money, saving the average person up to $720 a year. Wow. So stop throwing your money away, cancel unwanted subscriptions, and manage your expenses the easy way by going to rocketmoney.com/pawpaw. That is rocketmoney.com/pawpaw. One more time for you, rocketmoney.com/pawpaw. Thank you.
Yeah, but that's I'm excited to be here, and like, I couldn't, since I'm like the first sorcerer doing it in a while. Like, all the wizards were kind of like weird about being in my squad, and so it's just like, it's nice to have just some fresh blood around.
Absolutely. But hey, Mavericks, they're right a little bit. It does take practice to get better at stuff. Like, just look at my ass, for instance. It used to be so flat.
What's up? What are you talking about?
No, see, like, I've been like building.
These thoughts
Look
connected?
at his ass, kid. You see Balnor's just like fully drunk on a recliner.
Okay,
Listen to my dad.
stare at your ass.
Well, just no, like, you see, like, I've been working my muscles. I've been like getting toned with hard one.
I guess I don't have a before, so it's like, to me, yeah, you know what?
Well,
Point taken. Point
yeah.
taken. Yeah.
Here it was more like this. I hold up my hand to just sort of like show where Bev's ass used to be.
That's where it used to be.
Yeah.
And now,
Are you touching his ass?
no, he's not. Is he? Okay.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, like, I think that I understand that you have this innate knowledge, but, like, yeah, you could work a little harder, maybe. I feel like, I feel like maybe it's not cool to like books, but I like books, and I think that maybe if you wanted to, like, go through some books together or study a little bit, I'd love to help you out.
I will speak on Bev's behalf and say that I was very skeptical of the literate world, thinking that reading was just sort of a tool of the elites. And it is still, it's still a tool that we've agreed upon matters, but it's also kind of fun. I started learning how to read. I can read Ulf Gargrove's Punch.
Oh.
Yeah.
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 I know that book.
Yeah.
The children's book, but it's a great book. I remember reading that.
That's where I'm at. I'm sorry. Did I not
He
establish
just
that I
doesn't, and we're sort of
didn't
convincing
read?
him to learn.
No, yeah. It's awesome. It was one of my favorites when I was a kid.
Different.
Yeah, no, he knows. He sounds like he knows how to read.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maverick said,
Yeah.
I'm going to go over here and
Exactly.
put my speaking stone into a cup and just kind of vibe out.
Okay. Yeah. Well, I mean, hey, Beverly, that's a really good point. I do feel like, I've been around a lot of people that are like way just like way too into reading, and like to the point where they're like they hold it over you a little bit, and that kind of turned me off of it, like that sort of vibe. But
Yeah.
like, this is what you're saying makes sense to me.
And I used to be that way a little bit. You know, I come from a people that loves to know their history and kind of tout it. But I don't know. I think ever since traveling with my friends here, I've learned that there's a lot of different ways to learn and acquire knowledge, and you got to find what's right for you. Hey, how about this? You look like maybe you're pretty good at pranking people and kind of cutting loose.
I mean, look,
Maybe-
I'm not bad at it.
Maybe we can do like a group study thing where like you teach me some goofs and I'll teach you like some study tips.
You know what? I'll give it a shot.
All right. Can we do a study group?
Sure.
Moonshine starts blasting music that really interrupts the study group.
Lesson number
Moonshine,
one.
Where'd you find a cup that big?
It's my bra.
Lesson number 1. Concentration while casting spells is important. Sometimes people will be playing music very loud. Important to be able to do that.
So you guys stay up way too late. You do you do the complete opposite thing that you should be doing.
Sleep in, miss the tournament.
Yeah.
No.
What time is it?
Just like how people would treat having a test in college or something instead of it being a tournament, that might decide the fate of the world. So you guys just like stay
Hey,
up a
I
little.
did my hero's feast.
You did your hero's feast. You guys stay up a little too late listening to Cuddy, probably getting a little too deep with Mavris.
Crush a bit, little bit, rub it up.
It's not fucking rules, man.
It owns.
You guys wake up the next morning, and it is the day of the tournament. As you leave the sorcerer dormitory, you see more people filing into the city, including many crick elves. You do see that there are no youngins, though. It looks like, and probably because the tournament is dangerous, they probably don't want many children around. But yeah, today all are welcome to celebrate during the tournament. It's almost like a festival for the city. So you guys travel to the castle. You see many mages and teachers and students, dangerous warders and serious guards. You enter into the Great Hall and see that many teams have already been seated in different areas. As you arrive, this air elemental that is wearing like an ornamental breastplate and a cape of red and black comes up to you and leads you guys over to a table. And you're seated under the sorcerer's banner. You see this banner of yellow with a white flame, and above you, the chandelier glows yellow. You see that there is already food in front of you. An unseen servant comes and fills up your glasses with water.
I think I'm really nervous now because it's like last night we were having fun, but now it feels like now it feels intense. So I think I'm not really eating.
We probably ate a lot of crawdads too.
I'm having mine and moonshine.
You start really
Gladeholm.
digging into like big turkey legs and stuff.
This is breakfast.
While we're at the table, I would like to add on to Moonshine's Hero's Feast.
Feast and a speech.
A feast and a speech. What is a feast without a speech? I'm going to be using my new feat that I picked up at level 12, Inspiring Leader.
Hell yeah.
So the way this works is I spend 10 minutes inspiring my companions, shoring up their resolve to fight. When you do so, choose up to 6 friendly creatures, including yourself, within 30 feet. Each creature can gain temporary hit points equal to your level plus your charisma modifier. So that's going to be, I believe, 16 extra hit points.
My
We are
God.
coming into this tourney stacked.
16?
I think I really try to stretch a metaphor, and I look at the cup of water, and I'm like, friendship is like a cup of water, and you fill it with the water, and the water can be many forms, but in the cup, it's togetherness because of the cohesion of the atoms, and sometimes they're closer together because sometimes they're ice, and sometimes they're gas. And sometimes friendship is a gas because it's fun.
Don't worry, Mavericks. This should only last 10 more minutes.
You guys are weirdly inspired by it as you listen to
It
it.
doesn't make sense because the words don't add up to make me feel the way I feel, and yet I feel like
I think what happens is eventually Beverly takes a big motion and spills the water all over himself. Oh no!
And then we laugh so hard we're
It's a stream of consciousness. What's happening?
And I'm like, oh, unseen servant, can I get some more water? And then an entire pitcher of water falls on me.
You guys are just laughing and having the time of your lives. So you guys look around you at the different tables, and the hall is filling up. You start to size up the competition.
what do we see?
You see dwarves, humans, halflings. A lot of the teams look to be one race because they're representing like a dwarven city or a prominently human one or something like that. You see a table of Frostwind dwarves staring coldly at the people around them. Some other teams that catch your eye, you see a gnome woman with long brown hair and a purple robe with white trimming. Guys, go ahead and give me perception checks.
I got a nat 1.
Nat 1?
And this actually plays into what I was about
She
to
looks
say.
kinda hot.
I was just about to say she looks hot, doesn't she?
Yeah.
I got an 18.
18?
20.
Hard one. I gotta bounce something
7.
off you. That gnome is like kind of hot, right?
Let me see.
Hard one, you look in to check her out, and you see that she's wearing a gold
She can only
necklace.
be hot on the outside. No gnome is hot on the inside.
She wears a gold necklace with a sword on the end of it. And seated next to her are 3 clockwork Templars. These big, bulky brass knights with purple arcane batteries that give their eyes a purple glow. You also see a table of extremely ominous-looking dudes. 3 of these dark knights in black plate mail and a necromancer in black with an iron mask. You see another table that's just a bunch of dudes that look to be made of worms. You see one guy in a robe reaches out and tries to grab a cup, and just a bunch of worms fall out. And behind you at a nearby table, Mavris, you hear a voice you recognize go, Mavris the Unschooled, what are you doing here? And you turn around and you see this pretentious looking high elf with slicked back silver hair. This guy's name is Ren. You've run into him before, like in the courtyard and stuff, never in class. He wears the royal purple and silver and gold of the royal family, and his team around him consists of 2 elven warriors with great swords and another mage, and they're all wearing the king's colors. I didn't even know that you went to this school.
I barely do because I'm so smart. I don't even have to.
Right. He turns to his comrades. Mavris the Unschooled doesn't go to school.
Eat my shit, Ren.
Can I wait?
I want to. Oh.
I absolutely want to use my halfling stature to try and get into tabletop position on this guy.
Okay, are you doing a
Do you have
stealth?
like? Don't you have something? Don't halflings have something
Yeah.
where they can like get through people's
Nimbleness,
legs?
yeah.
Yeah.
Sweet. Go ahead and make a stealth check.
With advantage?
Nope.
Okay.
I give you a help action. I give him a help action.
Oh, yeah. 13.
You see,
Great.
you crawl to go behind Ren without even looking. Mavris, you see he smirks, points a finger down, and whoosh, turns Beverly into a sheep. Oh, no. Come get your livestock. I guess you're going to be a farmer now.
Okay, you know what? That was a good use of polymorph, but you did not follow it up with a good zinger.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't understand that. Were you talking crick?
Oh, I'm sorry that you don't speak enough languages, because I actually can understand you, so I guess I just speak more languages than you.
Oh, maybe the high elven speech is just more proper. I couldn't hear you through all the whistling between your teeth.
I take out my hammer.
You see some of the you see Erdan comes over and goes, please, you will get disqualified and the world will end. How about the 2, factions from Gladeholm
only
don't
after
kill
he
each other?
releases the polymorph.
Erdan!
My friend was crawling on the ground. He lost his contacts, and he just turned him into a sheep for no reason. What a psycho!
See,
What a fucking psycho!
Erdan looks at you, Mavris. Do you think that I believe you right now?
He's just
He lost his contacts on the
He
ground.
lost his contacts on the ground. Why would I lie about this?
Can I cast guidance on
Go ahead and make a
on
deception
Ren,
check.
so you get to add a D4 to that.
Okay. I got a 24.
You see, Erdan just shrugs and he goes, "Okay, actually, no, that's airtight." And he turns to Ren and he goes, "Unsheep him immediately." He started it.
What are you even talking about?
What are you
even talking about?
He wasn't looking for. He doesn't even wear contacts. I don't think.
You're telling me you can look into someone's eye and see if they have
I'm
contacts.
that good at perception.
You're fucking
Yeah?
psycho, dude.
You're a
You're
psycho.
not right.
You're a psycho. You're all
wrong
psychos.
with you?
You see the other ones like go to get their
The
sword.
saddest thing is you wasted a fucking spell slot.
He did.
Erdan forces him
fourth level
to
spell.
unsheep you.
And I instantly pop up minor illusion 2 contacts into my hands. Oh, there they were.
Wow, egg on your
He
face.
lost both.
Both contacts shot out of his eyes while he was giving a speech earlier.
You see Erdan.
Blinking a lot.
Erdan turns to the table with Ren and the other royal, the rest of the royal party, and Erdan goes, "You all know that provoking a fight is out of the rules. You could be beheaded for this. If someone were to get hurt, if you were to have started a fight..."
Erdan, please. We did no provocation.
We didn't do
It is
anything.
This
No, I'm
fellow.
talking. I'm yelling at them. Yes.
Yeah. So I mean,
You were
if
all innocent.
rules are rules, right?
None of
So-
you would be crazy enough to start a fight in
No.
this giant
No, no.
mage.
I don't think you need to
Appreciate
behead them.
No.
I think just like put him in
Just
the dungeon.
one. I think really just Ren.
Maybe
Yeah.
take Ren out. Yeah.
Yeah. It
Cut
wasn't
Ren's
the
out.
other guys.
I'm going to go. Good luck, everyone.
Thank you,
Erdan
Erdan.
walks off.
Yo, Ren, see you around 4, bitch.
See you in the playground.
Catch me outside,
Yeah.
Ren.
I'll see you in round 4 when you're in the stands.
I can't wait for you to use a third level call lightning because you
I'm sorry, I
don't
just have
any
so many
fourth level
spells.
spell slots
I'm sorry,
left.
do you only have 1 third level spell?
I honestly wondered what your laugh would sound like if you said something that was actually funny.
You must be so embarrassed. You must be so embarrassed.
Oh, are you sure you're not just gonna like explode, little sorcerer?
You keep. What's that little laugh? What is that little laugh?
What little laugh?
Your teeth never connect.
What? Why would they connect?
Your friends aren't
You're-
laughing at your jokes.
Yeah,
man.
that's the weird part. Is like
Some of them laugh a little. Laugh, everyone.
Ew, they all laugh in
Exactly
unison
like
with you.
that.
You see,
It's like you're trying to eat your lower
they all
lip.
just like quietly go like, "Good one, Ren. Good one."
Fun over there.
Solid crew.
Ooh, yeah.
These your boys?
But you guys, finally, there is.
I said back to the table. Their jerseys are sick, though.
Very cool.
Is there anything we can do before? No, these are sick. These are.
Wait, do ours match the?
I think you know what it is. We all need to go crop,
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
I cut me and Ben.
Yeah, are they
absolutely.
yellow? Are they matching like the sorcerer colors? Because like that's kind of the banner.
We gotta match them.
We do.
Yeah,
Can we get a quick dye job?
yeah. We do a
Okay.
quick dye job. I find some. What is that called? I find some saffron and I dye them yellow.
All right.
Dope. Can you turn them into kind of like a penny type of fabric?
Yeah, okay, I do that.
Alright.
You start
yeah, druid
dunking
craft.
fabric into a giant bucket in the middle of this pre-contest.
All the
feast.
while making eye contact with Ren, being like, "Oh, you think you started something,
Oh,
but you
yeah.
actually ended it for yourself."
Look
You
at
see,
that.
he tries to just avoid eye contact.
You just turn people
He
into a
tries to-
lamb.
to really
Do that. I did that Top Gun Iceman thing at him, like just like clenching my teeth at him.
He's just like fully trying to move on.
Just
We
biting my
absolutely we all do that.
Yeah, I'm Top Man, Iceman for sure. Top,
You guys are
Top
like
Gun
two.
Iceman.
You're like
biting
two
the air.
drunk guys at a bar that got into like a little bit of a yelling match at a table, but the one guy is now just fully trying to move on with his night. And you
I'm
guys
going
just
over
bring
there.
it back every
I'm
once in a
going
while.
over there.
Finally, you guys hear a hush amongst the crowd as the masters enter and take their seats at the front. You see that there are more chairs than there were yesterday because it's for the leaders of all the different schools and all the guilds. You see gnomes, dwarves, humans, etc. There are about 15 people up there, all in ornate robes of different colors. You see Lucanus stands behind the table near his seat at the center and addresses the crowd. You see he looks out in the crowd and finds Moonshine, and he winks.
I wink back.
And
And then I look around and I say, sorry, y'all. You got a daddy's girl amongst you.
Yeah, it says so on the back of your jersey.
you see
Damn, I was deciding between that and the unschoolable, but I went for daddy's girl.
The unschoolable daddy's girl.
Oh yeah, I moved my hair aside, and you see that it says the
Wow,
unschoolable daddy's
so
girl.
much text.
and because it's a penny now, you can also see your new rib cage tattoo that Melora put on your side. You look trashy as hell. They're Burger Greens. They didn't count me.
Thank God we made it a crop top.
This team's got 4 orders, y'all. They didn't plan on old Pinder.
Hey, I hear your belly button.
Oh yeah.
Oh, hey,
that's-
what's up, dude?
Yeah, that's Pender Greens.
Yeah,
So,
I was
dude.
kinda
He's my
nervous.
champion. You know how you're the champion of a university?
Oh yeah, I got it. I no need to explain it.
Go.
Hard one, can I talk to you for a second?
Yeah, what up, bro?
What's up? Hey, Mavis is really cool, and I was afraid to talk to him yesterday. Do you think you could, put a good word in? Maybe see if he wants to, hang out in the gym?
Honestly,
Because I know he's, looking for a roommate, and I chill in the gym, so maybe if he wants to,
I think now is not a great time because we're
No?
about to do this competition.
Oh, dude,
But that
yeah.
instinct you had
Yeah.
to be too afraid to talk to him,
Yeah.
hang on to that. For sure.
Can we put a jersey in the gym?
Oh yeah, do I have a jersey left over? Okay,
I mean, yes,
I throw a jersey in the gym.
Papa
gym.
also is wearing a little jersey.
Absolutely.
Me and Papa's jerseys are the same size.
Yeah, that's the same size. You guys see Lucanus clears his throat, and everybody's quiet, and he addresses the crowd, and he goes, "Wizards and warders, welcome to the Tournament de Magi,
That's my daddy.
referred to in the common
A polite
tongue,
clap.
referred to in the common tongue as Mage Madness.
So much cooler.
We have 32 teams from all over the realm, including some from the outer planes. You will all be competing in 3 rounds of single elimination competition that will test your strength, dexterity, constitution, intelligence, wisdom, and charisma. After that, the final 4 teams will compete in a free-for-all battle for the thinking cap in this very castle. This first round will test your dexterity and your charisma. Listen carefully. It will test your dexterity and your charisma. The 16 teams that pass the challenge the quickest will move on to the next round. Seeing as us mages love throwing curveballs, we are going to forgo the rest of the feast and begin the first event. Now, you see that the masters all disappear, and the other teams, they all disappear too. The banners around the hall all change to be your colors, yellow and white. You see the table and the chairs on the master's platform disappear, and a ghostly figure appears. A 12-foot tall, massively jacked elven woman in a white dress. You can see through her a bit. She appears to be some kind of spirit. She holds one arm up presentationally, takes a deep breath, and belts out a powerful sustained note that rocks the entire room with force, instantly blowing the tables, candles, chandeliers, everything in the room towards you. You feel yourself thrown back by a giant gust of air. You guys are thrown up against the wall at the entrance of the room. Everyone go ahead and roll initiative.
Oh,
22.
15.
13.
12.
Okay, so you guys see this elven Amazonian ghost bard that has sent out force energy throughout the entire room, throwing everything at you. You guys have been flung back into the wall towards the entrance of the hall. You guys were sitting near the end at the sorcerer's table. The room is 200 feet across. She's where the masters were sitting. Moonshine, you are first.
I will do enhance ability at a 5th level to give all 4 of us advantage on dexterity saving throws.
Nice.
That's a great move.
Cool.
So Moonshine, you quickly get your bearings. You do that very cool Tifa Lockhart 3-point stance as you hit the wall. You instantly look up as a table comes towards you. But on initiative 20, so after Moonshine, I am actually going to roll and see what kind of song she's singing here. You see she starts singing up for the opera seats. Just this really like ancient elven, just the most extreme version of what your dad does, but in just this beautiful operatic voice. This is like an ancient Sylvan language. So Moonshine and Bev, you guys can go ahead and give me, I guess, like history checks.
Ooh, yeah.
Or just like a raw intelligence check to...
14.
17.
You don't understand all of the words, but it is some kind of musical incantation. She's saying it is some kind of song of force. The word force keeps coming up. And you guys see as she sings and aims up towards the ceiling, bricks begin coming loose from the ceiling above you and falling down. Everybody go ahead and give me dexterity saving throws.
With advantage, y'all. Enhance ability.
Don't forget to add +4 to that as well, my friends.
You guys aren't all directly next to each other.
Nat 20, baby.
Nice.
19 plus my dex, so 23.
22.
16.
Sweet. Bev fails.
Cool.
But everyone else passes, so they only take half. You guys start kind of diving out of the way, trying to get around these rocks. It is hard to even move forward, so as you kind of try to dodge, Bev, you get pinned back a little bit, and you take 36 damage, and everyone else takes 18 as these rocks come down on you. Then that is Hard One. Hard One, you see the castle is crumbling around you. All of these candelabras and tables and everything are flying up.
Moonshine reflects on that inspiring speech that Bev just gave her and is very thankful that it happened.
Watch out for water. And goblets
That was
containing
nice.
water.
Now I didn't even lose anything.
I'm imagining that we are not trying to kill this elf person, right?
It's up to you.
It feels more, maybe I'll just...
You are 200 feet away from her right now.
Right. But I don't
blown
wanna
up
throw-
against the wall.
I don't want to throw my javelin at her. Maybe I'll prepare a reaction.
Okay.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
Nice.
Hard One pinned against the wall, and more things begin to fly at you guys. You see once again she points up to the balcony seats and begins letting out a beautiful low note, and there's a rumble from the building. Everyone give me dex saving throws.
18.
18.
19.
17.
Moonshine takes half. She takes 16. Everyone else takes 32 damage.
Oh.
That is Mavris' turn.
I just want to take a full movement action a full dash action forward.
Nice.
Okay, go ahead and make a dexterity check with advantage.
Okay. I got a 1 and a 3.
A 2 sandwich.
You blow back into the wall and you can't move. It's like that ride at the carnival where you
Oh, the Gravitron?
yes, the Gravitron.
Oh, I
Wow,
love that
this
ride.
fucking sucks.
It's training.
Are you blown away by my performance?
Yes! It's incredible. You're really good.
Thank you. Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
That's a 27.
Yo.
27.
Yeah.
You see she goes, "Oh, thank you." And she begins to sing a super high falsetto. "Oh," and pulls you up into the air and shoots you forward towards her 30 feet.
Ooh.
That's incredible.
I use my action that I've been saving to start applauding.
Go ahead and make a persuasion check.
Bravo. Bravissimo.
Or a deception check.
Shit. 14.
She looks at you with fire in her eyes and she goes, "You lie!" And I'm going to roll to see what kind of damage this thing does. Hard One, a bench flies at you.
A bench?
A bench flies at you.
Bench flung a bench?
Go ahead and make a dex save with advantage.
10.
10 fails. 16 damage and are pinned against the wall by this bench. That is Bev's turn.
Whew. All right. So seeing the progress made by Maverus, I think Beverly is going to. First question: when the elf lady kind of directed her voice at Hardwan, did it leave like an opening?
No.
Okay, so the voice, the vocal waves are just coming in all directions.
Yes.
All right. I'm still going to try and like plot a course behind like tables and anything that's bolted down to try and like run through the eddies to get as close as I can. I'm going to use a full dash action plus my yippee skippy boots.
Go ahead and use do dexterity.
Okay.
With advantage.
There we go. 20.
With a 20, you can move your full speed. Sweet. So you get 100 feet. You are able to, you do see that a couple of the tables are bolted down a little heavier than the other ones. One was like caught, like one bench flew up at hard one before.
Can we say as a free action I was singing as I ran?
Sure.
I sing, I am not content to admire you from afar. I must see you, my star. I am your sweet boy from the shore. Oh, joy.
So long.
Go ahead and make a performance check.
Performance or persuasion?
Performance.
Okay. Shout out to the gym.
She goes, you dishonor me. No! But she doesn't have, she can only do that once as a reaction to like throw somebody back.
Okay.
So she doesn't do anything. She just yells at you in song.
Fair enough. I think an entire pitcher of water lands on my head.
That's in a different key than I was singing. That's back
I
up
understand.
to you, Moonshine. So
Okay.
right now, Hard One's pinned against the wall by a bench. Maverus is 30 feet ahead, was able to kind of flatter her. Bev was able to just like fucking book it against the wind.
I'm going to cast Long Strider on myself and book it.
Sweet.
So that's 45 feet.
Okay, go ahead and make a dex save with advantage.
13,
13 will let you move half of your speed.
23 feet.
Okay.
I still from far away sing, I agree with what the young boy said.
Go ahead and make a performance check.
17.
You do not flatter me enough, but you sounded better than the boy did.
Back to the drawing board. It is for this sweet sport whore.
She's going to belt out another force note. These are kind of like her lair actions on initiative 20. Number 1, she hits another high note. She does the highest falsetto, way higher than the one that pulled Maverus towards her. I need everybody to go ahead and give me dex saves to get your hands up over your ears. Ooh. You guys see the glass had already fallen and broken as the table started flying, but you see ones that are on the ground start shattering as she's just...
Mavericks got a nat 20.
Nice.
Oh, good. I got 11. I've been rolling with advantage and still rolling poorly.
Crazy. I got 18.
Okay, I'm glad that y'all are rolling well.
That
makes me feel better about that.
Seriously. 22.
22.
Thanks to
okay.
Moonshine.
Just Maverus and Bev save. You guys are quick enough. You see her like really gearing up. You see the diaphragm moving, and you cover your ears. But you guys, Moonshine and Hard One, you feel like your eardrums starting to explode and you start losing your center of balance. You're now going to have disadvantage on dexterity saving throws, which since you have advantage, that'll just equal out and it's just regular now.
Okay.
So that is Hard One's turn.
Okay. I'm underneath this bench. I'm going to take out my hammer and start pounding the bench like it's a wood block. Just trying to keep time like a giant metronome.
Go ahead and make a performance check.
I'm helping you out, lady. Your singing voice is very good, but your timing could be better. That's a 5.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
You see, it is actually her lair action next, so I'll just pretend she's spitefully doing it at you, but really the mechanics are that she's just next. So you see, she lets out another note in horror. You're totally off time, man! And she... Oh, God, this one.
It's cause you made me fucking deaf.
You see,
It's not easy to be in your band.
you see a candelabra flies at you. The candles are still on fire. Go ahead and give me a dex save.
I failed.
Okay, hard one.
Oh, wait. You know what? I'm going to use Indomitable. I get to, once a day, I get to re-roll a saving throw.
Okay, go ahead.
Fire. That's a nat 19.
Nat 19. Okay, you save. So you only take half. The candle whizzes past you and like lands directly in your eye, but instantly goes out and just shatters
Joke's on
against
you.
the wall.
My eye's wet.
But you take half, so you take 10 damage, and you do not light on fire.
Tight.
That is Maverick's turn. So you're 170 feet away.
170 feet away. I saw what Hard One did and was just like, maybe this is helpful. So I'm my background is an Outlander and I had to pick an instrument for that. So I have a flute.
Oh shit! I gotta take out new Betsy.
Can I? Would you please let me accompany you, or just at least get like that sort of when you have like the special pass and you can be on the court side or the side of the stage.
Let's see how good you are.
Okay, so that's a performance, right?
Yep.
Okay. So that's a 10.
You just all of the air from all of the force pressures just going into your flute and just making the worst sounds.
I can't really play it right
This is
now.
the worst thing I've ever heard. That is Beb's turn.
Cool. I'm going to try and get 50 feet closer.
Okay, go ahead and make a dex save.
Cool.
You had passed the thing, so you still roll with advantage.
Does a 16 pass?
A 16 will allow you to move half your speed.
Half my speed. Okay.
Yeah.
So I just moved 25.
Yes.
Okay, great. So I'm going to move 25 feet
Sweet.
forward.
You are 75 feet away from her.
And as I'm doing that, I'm going to minor illusion the biggest bouquet of roses I can.
Ooh.
And then I'm going to use Mage Hand to get it even further towards her. Oh, wait, I probably can't do both at the same time.
Mage Hand is an action, so
I think minor illusion is too.
Okay. So you just
Okay,
have.
I'll just-
Mage Hand's not going to get that far anyway.
Yeah.
So you hold out the bouquet of roses.
Yeah, and I say, bravo, bravo, bravo.
I think that can be a number of different skills. So I would allow persuasion, deception, or performance.
Let me do persuasion, please. Not with advantage?
No.
Okay, 16 though.
She goes, those aren't my favorite type of flower, but I appreciate the effort.
Hard to please.
Oh, sorry. Could I have taken any action or any movement on that turn that I tried to blow my flute?
Yeah, do you want to still do a dex
yeah.
save to see if you can move?
Yeah.
Go ahead. Make a dex save. Did you...
I got a nat 20 on that.
Okay, sweet.
Yeah.
So you roll with advantage.
Well, that would be a 17.
Okay, that is half speed.
Okay, so I can go 15 feet.
Okay, so you go another 15 feet forward. You're 155 feet away from her.
Okay.
Then she goes, I actually mixed up the order a little bit before. She goes on initiative 20, 15, 10, and 5. So she's going to go twice in a row. So she, once again, it's the rocks falling from above. She sings up into the rafters. Rocks fall. Everybody go ahead and give me dex saving throws.
Man.
Some of you can do it with advantage.
Shout out to the 2 crew.
Jesus, hard
Shout out
one.
to
I
the
have to
core
burn these
four.
dice.
I know, I'm getting bad rolls in this.
Yeah.
I got 20, not nat.
22, not nat.
Okay, anybody who beat a 19 passed.
I didn't.
Okay, 27 damage to the people who did not pass, and half of that to the other people. So that is just 13.
Everyone doing okay?
I'm gonna have to look at your amulet in a minute.
Okay.
That is her again. She's going to belt out a different note. This time there is another flying bench. Beverly has gained her favor a little bit, so we'll say the flying bench goes at Moonshine. Moonshine, go ahead and give me a dex saving throw.
7.
7, that's not going to do it. Moonshine, you take 24 damage as a bench cracks your head and sends you back another 10 feet. That is back around to Moonshine.
I don't fucking know what to do, so I'm just going to take out New Betsy and say, my lady Bard, you're making me hard. So I present to you this solemn tune.
Hell yeah, dude.
And then I play New Betsy.
Go ahead and give me a performance check.
Woo! 21.
21.
Yeah.
You see she's taken aback for a second, and she begins to enjoy your song, and she begins singing along with you in sync.
My lady Bard, you're making me hard. So I present to you a solemn tune.
Everybody go ahead and give me insight checks as that happens.
Ooh.
12.
7.
17.
Ooh, 12 as well.
Okay. Mavris, you notice that in the time that she is... Well, all of you guys notice this. You guys all notice that in the time that she is syncing with Moonshine, the force stops. Things stop blowing around the room. Hard One
Does
is
the
no
thing
longer...
come off of me? Does the bench come off of me?
Oh, yeah. The bench is not on you anymore. It flops down for a split second. And then when she's done singing this little duet with Moonshine, she begins the force song up again. Mavris, it occurs to you, if she isn't singing this particular song, it seems like it wouldn't have this effect. That is her turn again. She goes from duetting with Moonshine to then scatting about force. Beep, ba, 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 da, boo. Force. And this time, there is a rug flies out at, I guess, the only person who hasn't successfully at any point flattered her is Hard One. A rug flies at you, Hard One. Go ahead and give me a dexterity saving check, or else it's going to wrap around you and restrain you.
I rolled another 5.
A rug slips out from under one of the benches and flies up and rolls you up, and you just roll into the corner, and there's so much wind and you just keep bashing against the side.
Thank you for this rug hug.
And that is actually your turn.
Cool.
So you are in a rug. You need to make a strength check to get out of the rug.
Still learning his new body.
So that's a 20, like a 27 to get out of the rug.
You burst from the rug.
He learned it.
Hey, are you taking requests? I hold up my solo cup. And I ask if, do you know any Kid Kobold?
Hard One, go ahead and give me a persuasion check with advantage.
Ooh. 19. Oh, wait, actually 21.
21?
Yeah.
Hard One.
Finish her.
You have just been restrained by a rug, thrown up against this wall. You burst from the rug, pull out the solo cup, request some Kid Kobold, and you see she looks across the room at you, and she goes, "Why, of course, I know every song in the land. Crush a bit, little bit, roll it up, take a hit. Feeling like 2 a.m. summer nights.
I don't care
hands on the wheel, driving sober. We don't support that. I do not support driving drunk.
You guys all begin singing together in sync. And you guys see that the least likely person of all kind of figured it out. You had to get her to sing a different song. She was singing the Song of Force, throwing you guys up against the wall. She starts singing the famous Kid Gobald song, Pursuit of Dragon Eggs, with you guys. I'm on the pursuit of dragon eggs, and I know
Everything that's shining always gonna be dragons.
You see that everything begins flying back into place. The tables start setting themselves. The candelabras set themselves right. The candles go back on the tables. Everything lights back up. You see the chandeliers go back and start floating over the tables again. The various banners align themselves, and then you see the banners change back to the various schools, and the other teams appear again, as well as the masters on stage. You guys look around and see that half of the teams are missing.
Is Team Worm there?
Is Team Worm there?
The worms are there. You see, they hold up their mugs, and a bunch of worms fall out, and they look at you guys and they go, "Star spawn." Star spawn.
What did
I hold
they
up my
say?
Star spawn.
Star Spawn!
Star
Star
spawn.
spawn.
Star
Star
spawn.
spawn. Star spawn.
I don't know if we want to
does
do
this
their
mean
team
anything
chant, right?
to
We should
you?
probably get our own.
Oh yeah,
Star spawn. Everyone else starts booing. Star spawn. Yeah, you hear behind you, Ren goes, "Sucks."
Shit, did I make the same
I'm
joke
here
as
too.
Mavericks, does Star Spawn mean anything to you?
To be honest, never seen this dude before.
Yeah, they're from like a far off.
I don't know what that is at all.
But you guys look
Y'all were
around.
saying it, so I said it.
Cool. Just like drunk aliens. It's fun.
You guys look up on the stage. You see Lucanus looks super relieved to see that you guys have made it to the next round.
I wink at Dad.
He winks back. He looks
What
super
up, Pops?
scared. And he's just like,
Thanks for the DNA, huh?
tries to kind of maintain an impartial face, but you see he's smiling. You guys look around, and a lot of the other hard-ass teams are still here. The Gladeholm Royals and Ren are behind you. You hear like light chuckling. Didn't expect to see you here.
Well, I'm fucking here, man. Do you want to go outside? I keep chomping at him.
You guys see the gnome is also here. You see the Frostwind dwarves are also here. The Star Spawn. The worm guys are still here.
Keep it wormy.
Star Spawn.
Do you guys want to be on a different team?
Star Spawn. Sucks, right? Right, my half-elf friend?
They do suck. And that is a good joke. You
Yeah.
stole it from me. First funny thing you said.
It's mine. Yeah, you see but the other elves at the table go, "Ren invented that joke."
Fuck. I hate that we have parallel thinking.
But you guys look around, you size up the rest of the competition, you see 16 teams left. And that's where we'll end our session.
Ooh. I want to fuck them up.
Star
Spawn.
Star Spawn. Star Spawn. Star Spawn.
Star Spawn.
Now, in the short rest
Star
today,
Spawn.
we'll hear the long backstory of the Star Spawn team.
Drink worms, be worms. What more do you need to know?
Worms, be worms.
Will the next episode just be we all roll Star Spawn characters? And then just play that team.
It's like an
Subscribe at the
HBO
mix-
show where you just suddenly have like a whole arc about just what's their life like.
Sweet guys, thank you guys so much for listening. You can listen to our short rest, our after show, over on patreon.com/nadpod. That's NADDPOD. Don't sing yet.
Oh my.
Oh, okay.
Guys, we got a bunch of shows coming up. Going over to nadpod.com/live to get your tickets. We're going to be in Atlanta on September 10th,
Critlanta.
in Philly on
Philadelphia.
September 11th. We're going to be in New York on September 12th.
New York Critty.
Crit York City. Oh, wait, what was that? Em?
To York Critty.
Oh, that's really good.
That's actually good.
Shit. Okay. No, we're actually playing now.
We're going to be in Boston on September 13th.
What you got?
Okay, hold on one second. I'm just looking at my sheet real quick.
Quips on there? Or?
I was trying to see anything that I have. I've got. All right. Fuck it. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to edit out this 20 minutes of me thinking.
Jake, it was 40.
And we're going to be in Boston on September 13th. And
really
we're
nothing
gonna
coming.
And we're gonna be in Pittsburgh, baby, on September 14th. Pittsburgh. Guys, we have some other stuff to plug. Zach, you got anything you want to plug?
I guess right now, Unsleeping Cities is in Dropout. The
Ricky
second season
Matsui.
Ricky Matsui, the firefighter paladin I
Fellow
am.
paladin.
Hell
With
yeah.
Murph and Emily. And,
Yeah.
watch that. And then I think sometime in August, the second episode of Adam Ruins Everything I Wrote that Emily is in is airing.
Ooh.
Oh, hell
yeah.
yeah.
Synergy.
Guys, watch True TV, sign up to Dropout, and watch Unsleeping City, our
Hell
new
yeah.
Dimension 20 season. It's very funny. Caldwell, what do you got to plug?
Ooh, I would like to plug our P.O. box. I've been bad about checking it of late, but I went there and I have a bunch of stuff to plug. Frankie H sent us some character-specific dice bags and some tiny paintings.
I cannot express how much I love my new dice bag.
Yeah,
And I
they're really
literally
great.
had it on my to-do list because I went to RTX. I got all these new dice. I was like, I need to get a new dice bag. Now I have one.
The insides of the dice bag have like fun patterns on them.
Amazing.
The painting is like a tiny little canvas painting.
There's
that
a
says,
Mo painting.
There's a Mo painting. There's a Don't Sing Yet painting. Very appropriate.
Super cool. I got a cat bag.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I love cats.
It's a secret cat bag though. It's on the inside is where the cats are.
Hell yeah.
You can check out Etsy shop Larkin Company if you would like to buy some of Frankie's stuff. Jacqueline and Brian sent us a beautiful wedding invite and a very nice note in addition.
And
Thank you
in
so
return,
much.
we sent them our RSVP. We will
Yeah.
be there in Indiana.
Zach Oyama guaranteed will be there.
Awesome.
We all get a plus one, right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
I got a couple of friends.
We are very
Mavericks will be
complicated dietary restrictions. We will be making song requests for your DJ.
Just an extra 10 people to your wedding.
Zach
Sitting in the
requested
in-law rows.
instead of like salad or soup, he just wants another entree.
Another, give me two entrees.
Entrees.
Don't need that other
He's
stuff.
allergic to anything that's not a main course.
We're going to do a live session of NADPOD instead of you having a DJ or music. Cora, you sent us a sweet note and some fun character dice bags as well. They sent us one where Moonshine's bag had a little pocket on it. It's really cute.
So cute.
Oh, and illustrations of the Band of Boobs as kids' books.
Oh,
Very
that was
cute. They were
really,
very
really
cute.
fun.
We also had
Moonshine
Brian.
calls lightning.
Aw.
That was what it was.
Brian H sent us some nice letters of correspondence. Jeremy R sent us a Crickwater recipe. We got to get into that.
Hell yeah.
I'll love it.
Neil, it's a piece of paper, but Neil P sent us a nice note written on a possum card. Yeah, it was really sweet. And then finally, Haley, aka Trailer the Crayfay, and Fam sent us this amazing custom dice
this
box.
was unreal.
Yeah, it's like a DM screen dice box. It's nuts.
But you can roll. It has two segments atop it, and you can either roll like one churns out your dice to you, and the other churns it out in front of the screen.
Yeah.
Oh, that is very cool.
It's really awesome.
We'll show it to
We'll
you.
play. We'll play with it before we do.
okay, it straight up smells amazing.
It smells
Yeah.
amazing.
Talk
The
about
amount of
huffing shit.
times Jake yesterday was like, "Oh, this smells so good."
I'll show you, man. It smells so good.
It looks like something that, like, if Amish people played D&D, and maybe they do, they could use this dice box.
Yeah.
They definitely could.
Yeah.
We only use a very
Amazing.
little amount of electricity here.
Yeah.
That is
But
from...
because we're making a podcast, we have
Yeah,
to.
I
gotcha.
Anyway.
It's standards. Christopher Crouch, Crouch.art on Insta is the person that made that actual dice box. So if you'd like to buy one of these
Unreal.
cool dice box screens, you can do that. If you would like to send us stuff, you can do it at 1920 Hillhurst Avenue, number 222, Los Feliz, California, 90027. Zach, I'm looking at you. Please send us some mail.
I'm gonna mail you guys. I guess I won't. I have some gifts on me, but I'm mailing it.
Please mail them. Please mail them.
Jake, you got anything to plug?
Just that I finally thought of a Massachusetts pun.
Oh, what is it?
Massachusetts.
Nice. Okay, Boston, Massachusetts. That's really good.
Oh my god, I like it. That's
Yeah,
good.
and we will
NASA,
go out-
NASA 2 crits.
Oh yeah, Massachusetts. That's
Perfect.
right.
Perfect.
The sad thing is how long it took. Like I thought of it really far into Caldwell talking about all that stuff.
My
And then
God.
you add it like within just like a split second.
Awesome. Thank you guys so
make
much
it
for
good.
listening.
Can I plug something else?
Follow us
Fuck
on
you,
Twitter.
Emily.
At CH Murph is me. At Caldy's Caldwell. At Ashford is Emily. At Jake Hurts is Jake. And Zach, what are you on Twitter?
At Zach Oyama.
At Zach Oyama is Zach. Just with a C though, Zach.
That's correct.
He's a cool character.
Or like he is in my phone, Zick. Z-I-C.
Zeke.
I'm just a
Zico
kid.
Jamma.
He's just a kid. Guys, tweet about the show using hashtag NADPOD. That's NADDPOD. We are the youth of the nation. We are the youth of the nation.
Hello, friends. Caldwell here, and yes, it is time once more to shout out our benevolent Council of Elders. Let's get right to it. Brad D., the only Pebblepot that isn't Craven. In fact, Brad is so confident that even his impressive posture strikes fear in the heart of his cowardly cousins. J. Loma72, aka Steelbreaker. Hard One's Gymspiration. Hard One is still insisting that he can squat his old weight, but J. Lomas is doing a lot of lifting with the spot. Dylan B., a sword-wielding wizard surrounded by a floating army of blades at all times, also on a way too chatty group text with those same swords. Danny P., Bohemia's resident artist, painted Hard One's senior portrait at the Dwarfenage. Recently broke into those old hallowed halls to update Hard One's ears. Aw. Spencer Caskbrew, patron elder of libations, alemaker to gods and heroes of Bohemia alike, including Pelor, who is the only being who can outdrink Balnor on the Bud Heavies. Beardman Dan, the longest beard in all of Bohemia, also has the longest eyelashes, and when he looks at you, it pretty much just melts your heart. Scott D. was also trapped in Galad's sword, but elected to stay in there when the Widow took it over. Scott feels like a good landlord is really hard to come by. Hermes W., the Bat King, also the Lat King for their super jacked lats. Spartus, an orc doctor, or orctor for short. And yes, Spartus went to 7 years of medical school for that borderline pun. Adam R., the R-rated assassin. Their next assassination will actually be rated PG-13 though, because it will happen off-screen. Danielle, the dastardly dame. Danielle is so dastardly, she's the one who killed the elf that Hard One is now inhabiting. So actually, thanks Danielle. Hugh C., a.k.a. Haldor Frostback, MVP of the Giant Wars, crewed on the SS Stormborn and fought alongside Elias and Red, but definitely took Lydia's side in the whole stay here and die debate. Very smart, Hugh. Daniel Yu, a.k.a. Multifor, the mini-face magician. Daniel's faces take turns napping, which means whoever is up always looks refreshed and well-rested. Jordan DJ, legendary DJ of the realm. Erlin is currently blasting a Jordan remix of Dashboard confessional songs. Feel that. Jeffrey S., Lord of the Fjord, Born of the Sword, and the Oft Spored. That's right, Jeffrey can rapport spores with the boobs anytime they want. Cutter W., a high elf dandy turned crick barchitect. Currently working on a beautiful birdhouse for Caw commissioned by his loving owner, Hard One Surefoot. Skeptical. John S., a.k.a. Schubert the Mushroom, was actually the one who spored Jeffrey S. Wow. Ryan M., Hard One's ram, who was turned into a rampire when Hard One bit him. Ryan is incredibly grateful for his new lease on life because Ryan loves blood. Again, this seems very idealistic. Elena C., a Goliath wizard who has sewn together 4 wizard robes and still only has a robe that goes down to their knees. Elena's staff is also a full-on tree. Michael McD., head mixologist at the Blue Manna Inn. Now that the Chosen have taken over, Michael has been exclusively making White Russians without the alcohol, so milk. Andrew M., old Cobb's newest drinking buddy, also opening for Cobb in the Comedy Tavern circuit. They keep the drinking heavy and the comedy light. Victor T., Balnor's boy, whose loving dad was ripped from his family and transported to another world. Victor does miss his dad, but sometimes you gotta just say Auf Wiedersehen to the things you love the most. Justin I., an iron dwarf who is taking a much-needed vacation in the Feywild. Though Justin is an iron robot, they are truly enjoying taking in the foliage at the Autumn Court. Jacob C. holds the high record in Bohemia on the famous Snake game that was included in many early versions of Personal Speaking Stones. Elena M., a gnome who actually hates tricks and very rarely laughs. That said, sometimes a very esoteric Galateron Tribune cartoon will make them utter a small tee-hee. McPucks, the amazing codemaster who programmed our website, also set up Sonos on the SS Stormborn, but no one can figure it out, and the Solo Cup def works, so they're sticking with that. Earl and Kathleen L. were in a house next door when Moonshine yelled, "Hey, Mom and Dad!" and were super scared because they also have a secret adult child. Jibe G, Kid Kobold's strongest roadie. Jibe is so reliable they are often tasked with carrying Kid Kobold himself. Jostrich, the Jock Ostrich. Jostrich secretly dreams of performing in school plays, but their parents are making them play football. Follow your heart, Jostrich. Damio R, Ram Daniel's evil twin. Actually, though, these rams are triplets, and they have a very middle-of-the-road sibling named Darniel. Wow. Jennifer V has a V even more vicious than Cobb's, like actually a venomous V that makes you say F because you wish your abdomen could look like dat. Destin C, the only person who knows where Alanis is currently hiding, and they'll never tell anyone unless you pay them 5 gold. Wait, that's not that much. Too late! Devin B, the Bodega Lord. Fierce is their bologna, brave is their rye bread, shredded is their cheese. Sergio Salazar Salomon Sakurayas de Sequani, 7th of his name, a sexy Peruvian snakefolk with sweet snake patterns on his skin. Sergio once performed a highly illegal sexy dance, but was able to charm his way out of the fine with his bodacious moves. Michael L, hoping to bank off the success of Ulfgar Goes Punch, Michael recently wrote Balnor Goes Bag, and it is just absolutely tanking. Sam H, Alanis' dealer. Sam supplies Alanis with arcane, hill home hash, and of course, pizza-flavored combos. Trele, the Cray Faye who loves Ray. Romano, that is. Trele is the #1 fan of Bohemia's favorite sitcom, Everybody Loves Ray of Frost. Aaron G, master of the banishment spell. Doesn't have to work out because they just banish their love handles to keep that V vicious. Smart. Jory S, a jacked wizard. Cast enlarge person on themselves 5 days a week. Monday is enlarged chest day, Tuesday is enlarged arms, Wednesday is for legs, and so on. Alucard, a reverse Dracula. Alucard mercifully revived Ryan the Ram after he was viciously ripped apart by Hard One. Thank you, Alucard. Baby Doc, the only doctor to ever perform their own C-section. It was all done in a play school playhouse, and honestly, it was horrifying. Adam H, the fastest dwarf in all of Bohemia, which is to say, not very fast. Ryan, Hard One's Ram. After being revivified by Alucard, Ryan has a new lease on life and thus will not be going near Hard One anytime soon. Big Buck, Pregnant Elk Moonshine's Elkin baby. Big Buck wanders the Feywild looking for their long-lost, inexplicably pregnant mom. Richard Ex Machina introduced the Crick to fire. That's right, they only got that shit like 5 years ago. Winters were tough. Troy McSee, a chosen bad boy who, get this, drinks chocolate milk. Cannibalistic Cthulhu, an elder kraken that raised the juvenile kraken the boobs killed in Shadowfell. It's a parent's worst nightmare, knowing that their child got whomped. Sam L, a yard bard. Sam will just show up in your yard, start singing songs, and expect to get paid. Dom R, a clockwork assistant who has learned the power to love. Working, that is. Either that, or they were just programmed to be efficient. Josh S., the revived cyborg version of Josh the Kobold. Josh faced his fears and returned to the swamp that killed him once, only to be brutally electrocuted when the water hit his electric parts. Ouch. Blitzkrieg Dimitri, owner of Dwarger's Big Burger. Try the steaming rat shit fries. They're fucking disgusting. Caleb Storm, cupbearer in Cord's Great Hall. It's not easy getting a god drunk, and it's especially not easy carrying a 10,000-pound titan up the stairs when he blacks out, but Caleb's got this. Nicholas C. has starred in every single movie ever made in Bohemia. That includes adult films and family movies. Nicholas has a range that is frankly not okay. Mike H., the strongest pixie in all of the Feywild. Their punches nearly leave a bruise. Kevin S., a Frostwind dwarf who got lost in the frigid north and was captured by a Yeti. Someone help out Kevin, please! Gosh! Matthew E., part of a werewolf sled dog team that is way too ferocious to be practical, but objectively rad as hell. Samuel B., the scribe who penned the Pact of the Gods during the Age of the First People, and also the owner of the first ever Bohemian Ruby Tuesdays. Tilford G., author of the hit children's book and movie Ulfgar Goes Punch. looking to acquire the rights to Balnor Goes Bag, but plans on doing a lot of rewriting during the scripting phase. Guardian of Light Zach H., Bohemia's only Keyblade wielder, the only person in Bohemia that knows Scoutmaster Denny's secret identity, Mickey Mouse. Ha! Couldn't have seen that one coming. Curtis S. accidentally invented pro wrestling down at the crick when they fell off a ladder and landed on their friend, who smashed through a table. It was sick as hell. Colton B., the star player in a Bohemian football league where every player is in full armor and wields a warhammer. Somehow, still safer than the NFL. Jens Christian T., a Trinstagram star who just DM'd Onyx Claspco account to see if she wants to collab on a homemade slime challenge. Gage M., the last green teen left in Gladeholm, really earning their solitude patch. Aaron C., the tiefling barber who styles Mavris's horns. Montana Monarch, the regent of a tiny village in Bohemia called Montana that is idyllic but unfortunately has no professional sports teams. Bummer. Ellen D., the fiercest woman in Bohemia, once won the wizard tournament through sheer muscle alone. TJM, the gnome barbarian, takes the leather armor off their fallen foes and puts it through the wash so it shrinks to fit their small body. RPKB, R2D2's less helpful cousin, best friends with Keychain and does a spot-on vocal impression of him. I'd like to see you try. Taylor S., aka Trask the Traveler, has been to every Faychella and Execution Brunch. Anime Intellect doesn't know anything about Wizards tournaments, but loves a good Chunin exam. Who doesn't? Zolo Dolo, the first astronaut to step foot on the Blood Moon. That's right, Shadowfell's got a publicly funded space program now. Joshua C., a carnivorous barbarian who gets so strong by exclusively eating the meat of awakened animals. Wow. Larissa J., a monk whose key points recharge after a short or long breath. Damn, Larissa, that well never runs dry. Dylan CM, the wannabe DM. Dylan's NPCs are so likable, their adventurers won't let them leave, and they're currently traveling in a party of 25. Oh no! Kelvin Noodles, the pasta elemental, mortal enemies with the macaroni jabroni. B Money, Balnor's hip-hop alter ego. You wouldn't guess it from Balnor's dorky demeanor, but B Money MCs a lot of wet t-shirt contests. Too many, in fact. Andrew A., the second longest beard in all of Bohemia. J., former owner of the graphic scroll shop in Hillholm. Business has been struggling ever since Beverly left to adventure. Alas. Heartless Master, currently filming a Christmas movie for the Hallmark Channel, where they go back to their hometown and rediscover their heart. Cece Lulu, owner of the Crick's beloved yoga attire empire, Lulu Yellow Lime. The main hurdle for business has been convincing the Crick folk to wear clothing. Paul B., Akarat's assistant, in charge of sponge bathing all the hollow bodies after Akarat uses them. Oof. Barnesonator, the strongest barn in all of Bohemia, also a great wedding venue. Shane M., a dwarf who runs the Iron Deep Iron Depot, not to be confused with Iron Warehouse or Iron Headquarters. Iron sales is a pretty competitive business in Iron Deep, believe it or not. Yasmin, aka the Yasminian Devil. Despite their name, they're not evil, just a badass skateboarder. Hell yeah. Trigger Happy, Olcob's ancestor and the original Crick gunslinger. Also taught Deadeye everything he knows, but with water guns. Eric G. specializes in home repair for magically conjured huts and mansions. Jackalope Oddity, an animal so strange, Moonshine hasn't figured out a way to wild shape into them yet. Zach C., one of the water elemental's actual children who truly resents the fact that Moonshine keeps claiming to be their sister. Aiden R., the bossy genasi who is feeling saucy. Skip the thin crust. Aiden's going deep dish tonight. Jeremy R., the bartending assassin for the SS Stormborn. Don't piss Jeremy off or they'll go full coyote ugly, which is what they call it when their pet coyote kills everyone sitting at the bar. Ellie K., an assassin named Wet Willy. Contrary to their name, they won't actually Wet Willy you until after they've killed you. Luke H., an Esri scientist working on a renewable form of green energy. Luke's pretty tired of all these evil scientists giving the Esri scientific community a bad name. Ritterin, Kaka's new master. They say crows are the only animal capable of holding grudges, but Ritterin will never know if that's true because they love Kaka more than life itself. I'm Hopeless, a down-on-their-luck adventurer. The last 10 treasure chests they opened turned out to be mimics. Chin up, Hopeless, 11 times the charm. Timmy R., a celestial beersmith who crafted a Bud Heavy so rich and full-bodied, Balnor was only able to drink 9 before falling asleep in a chair. Alex M., the only person in Bohemia capable of correctly pronouncing Lucanus's last name. Cassandra MHP, aka Cassandra Max HP. Cassandra's favorite meal is Kraken Ink pasta. Also, the pasta is made from incredibly poisonous, still-living snakes. Cody John H., the first Crick Elf to spike Gladeholm's enchanted river moat. The first, but definitely not the last. That moat's straight up flammable now. Aaron R.S., a geomancer that specializes in white-collar prison gyms for demigods and demons who have committed tax fraud. Lucas B., a warrior who fights with a 4-pronged trident. Lucas spends most of their day stabbing people that point out that it has one too many prongs. Ruben A., caretaker and lifeguard for Frostwind's Royal Hot Tubs. Ruben has saved many a daddy from drowning after one too many brews. Jordan L., the greatest tuba player in Bohemia. Jordan recently took a page from Old Cobb's playbook and now uses their tuba to fire bullets. They also do an extra d6 of damage on account of how spitty they are. Laura S., a demonic lord who entered into a warlock pact with himself. A move that's technically not illegal, but can tear holes in the fabric of reality, and as such is somewhat frowned upon. Jay Parker, the first player to hit a so-so sick trick playing the Giant Shredder game at Smuggler's Bounty, was later found dead after accidentally drinking their cocktail's decorative scorpion. Austin C., the Jester Mage, a sorcerer who imbues items with wild magic and wreaks havoc on the world. Austin always takes up 2 spots when they park and is currently being hunted by Theala and Akarat alike. Austin M., aka the butcher known as Bonesaw, the only person in all of Bohemia who knows where the meat in a Dwarger's Big Burger actually comes from. Just a pissed off Triss, aka Touch It, saves money on manicures by jamming their tree fingers directly into a pencil sharpener. Kaylee Elise, the honey queen with a heart of gold. Kaylee is one of the only humans in the world to have been presented with a do not sting card by the queen of all bees. Dave J., aka Bellin the Bard, a traveling bard that follows the band of boobs around singing the tales of their exploits, currently playing white noise melodies to help Scoutmaster Denny get a good night's sleep. Kevin, a traveling dogomancer giving out doggies. If you're a necromancer with an army of skeletons, I'd suggest taking a wide berth. Devin W., an unseen servant that accidentally fell into a pile of glitter and is now Bohemia's first extremely easily seen servant. Chris H., Bohemia's only hacker. Chris alters the magical spells programmed into items by literally hacking at their runes with an axe, and yes, they wear fingerless gloves while they do it. Genoa B., keeper of the Crick equivalent of the thinking cap, which is a pair of cut-off jeans known as the dummy jorts. Nick S., aka Ol' Crick Nick, the strangest guy at the Crick, lives on the outskirts of town with their pet rat. Nick doesn't have any brother cousins, sister aunts, or even a single baby grandpa. A truly odd fellow. Sam H., the world's worst sky pirate. Every day, Sam climbs the tallest tree they can find and throws rocks at airships. It's not a great plan, but it only needs to work once, and then Sam is set. Quinn G., Erdan's bird-watching rival, saw over 7 different birds yesterday, which has got Erdan absolutely sweating. Jared E., Uncle Red's therapist. Each meeting is just an hour of Red telling Jared new reasons that their life sucks. Doobie Ashtray, Alanis' personal ashtray, is capable of interpreting the way the ash falls to determine the course of history and can also speed dial dominoes. That's nifty. Brian, Pendergast's former roommate, got super pissed when they found out Pendergast was just storing dishes inside his soul sword instead of actually washing them. Doc Alpha, the drunk monk, an enlightened drunken master water genasi. After a big night out, Doc always takes some Advil and drinks a big glass of himself before going to bed. Her Majesty Claudette, a normal citizen in Gladeholm. This is just how every elf in the city is named. Get used to it. Carborough Chapel Hill FPV, known as the Breaker of Chains, less because of their involvement in slave rebellions and mostly due to their sick set of wire-cutting pliers. Persephone, a beastmaster who can control any animal other than ferrets. For some reason, they just can't get a handle on those little guys. Keep trying, Persephone. Prince of Ravens, rightful heir to the Raven Throne, a massive chair made of thousands of shiny things that the Raven King found on the street. Joseph M., the half-orc bard-ish. Joseph attended Bohemia's Bard College of Valor, but flunked out because of bad grades. Now Joseph works as an airship gas station attendant and plays the lute in his mom's basement. Reese N.S., an automaton butler. They can shine a shoe in 2 seconds flat, and the right arm is a gun that fires cognac. Basically a luxury model of keychain. Blavin is very jealous. Jackie runs the Vacation Bible Summer School in Gladeholm. This year's theme is Submit or Be Blinded by the Holy Light of Our Master, and also Pirates. Well, that's all our shoutouts. Thank you all so much for listening and for pledging your support. We hope you have a great week, and we'll see you soon. Bye!
That was a HeadGum podcast.